Is this it? Is this it? Is this the time? Will I finally... Oh. Am I gonna finally finish this? Am I finally gonna finish the question arc of Umineko? I guess we'll find out. Let's see if I can do it. I really hope I can. It'd be great. Hello, hello, Arc. Welcome, welcome. Are we for the ending? I'm beyond fucking hyped, honestly. Really excited. Also, I'm not entirely excited for the fact that I might need to, like... Okay, I want people to be able to watch the answers arc without going through the entirety of the questions arc, because 57 parts is a lot, as we know. So I was trying to think of how to do it, and it's like, edited videos is hard and takes a long time, so like, how about I just fucking rant about what happened? And it's like, that might work with visuals. It's like, that could work. That could also fuck my mind up and leave me in a catatonic state because I fucking talked about Umineko for possibly like an hour to summarize what happened in the 4 episodes. Yeah, that very easily sounds like a good way of getting a brain damage, but also it sounds like it might be the simplest way to fucking summarize, to like have people be able to catch up. It's just very, 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 very stupid. I think a final theory plus summary thing could work. It'd be a long fucking video just because summarizing this shit up is goddamn so much. Enjoy seeing me try to summarize the questions arc. Oh god, it's gonna be almost unscripted, frankly, because I'm just gonna be fucking going through and like, okay, what happened? This happened, that happened, okay. Okay, time for my nervous breakdown. And grandfather's corpse too. Now, strictly speaking, I should probably say that I found the burnt corpse of the person who was probably grandfather. Someone's corpse had been stuffed into the blazing fires of the boiler. However, by coincidence, I was able to notice the number of toes on the corpse. Both feet had 6 toes. Yeah, actually, I heard from Dad at some point a long time ago. Something about grandfather having polydactyl with textured toes. Apparently, an old Ushiromi tradition for people with extra fingers or toes be treated as a good omen. Saying I had good fortune or something. I just realized, coming off of Code Seal recently, like, I could really do with a gratuitous hot spring scene, because then maybe I can see how many toes and fingers everyone has, and that would be very helpful. That's why I thought grandfather was selected to be the next head, or something along those lines. I wonder if I can be certain that it is grandfather's body just from the number of toes. After all, grandfather's supposed to be the leader of the group of culprits. I don't have a clue why he'd be dead and stuffed in a boiler place like this. A mystery corpse, burning and belching out a terrible stench amid the flames. If it really was grandfather, does that mean that the leader of the group... Oh, fuck, I forgot the fucking research. Oh no, it's fine. Everything's fine. Good. Where am I going to find hot springs on a remote island? I can give it a shot. Maybe it worked out. If it really was grandfather, does that mean that the leader of the group of the culprits wasn't grandfather, but that Beatrice after all? Grandfather was used as he was clean and was then thrown away at the end? It doesn't look like I'd be given a chance to hear grandfather's explanation. Now that I had obtained a tool, I thought about immediately taking on the cover to the wall. Well, I decided to break the shutter to the gardening shed first. I had plenty of time to kill anyway. I thought I should check on the condition of Goda-san and Kumasawa-san's corpses. This is such a massive change of pace from usual. Battler has never, I think, in any of the previous episodes, gotten to examine the bodies himself in any thorough manner, so it's really interesting to see this. And even if they did that, anything incriminating would probably be off screen. I understand, Rush, and I'd be sad about that beyond belief. I hit the shutter with the hatchet, breaking into it. Stuck the bolt cutter into the crack and scissored it around, opening up a hole. Then I came face to face with Goda-san and Kumasawa-san's corpses once more. I hypothesized that he was shot in the forehead and then strung him by his neck. They themselves for the necks and the nooses was interesting experience to try on occasion. As long as the locked room could be constructed, anything would have sufficed. Interesting. As a result, I learned some new facts. First, they did not die by being hanged. The feet were solidly on the floor. And both of their foreheads showed signs that they had been shot with a gun. When I thought about what a normal noose was like, the rope seemed conservatively on the long side. How that the length was different on each to match the height of each person. In other words, the lengths had been adjusted so that Goda-san, who was tall, and Kumasawa-san, who was short, had their feet solidly but barely on the ground. Also, while the ropes carried both their weights at their heads load, both of them had some slack below their knees. I mean, if they stood upright with those nooses around their necks, there would be some extra length. In other words, these ropes were a bit unsuitable to hang someone with. The direct cause of death was probably the shot to the head. It was gruesome. The insides were still dripping out from those deep holes, staining their faces a deep red. They were hung up by their necks, left on display. That probably makes the most sense. If they were shot with a gun, they would probably have been lying down on the floor. Had that been the case, you wouldn't have been able to tell they were dead by peeking through the window. The amount of stuff would have gotten in the way, so they would have been So if they had been lying down, they would have been hidden. To make the deaths of these two known to the rest of us, we couldn't get inside. Had to hang them like this so we couldn't tell from the outside. Was this get back at us for thinking that the two of them would surely be safe if we left the key with them? I wonder where the shutter key we gave Goda-san, we should have ensured the safety is now. That key was in his trouser pocket. The gardening shed key had been kind of left there, and even the tag was still attached. Oh, that's interesting. It's not really that unreasonable, per se. Oh, okay, it is a bit unreasonable in some ways, because how do they lock it out from the outside again, but... In other words, the gardening storehouse was a locked room after all. And that gave rise to another question. This hanging was inexplicable. If they didn't commit suicide, then the nooses were set up by the culprit. What does this mean? They put their necks in the nooses. It was just an experience to try on occasion. What fucking erotic roleplay with fucking erotic association? What the fuck? I might even possibly shoot them through the window, but I really can't imagine that someone could have tied two ropes to the beam from the outside. On top of that, they would have had to lift up the heavy corpses. There's just no way. In other words, to do all this, they would have had to go outside. The key was in Go-to-Sen's pocket and the shutter was still locked. I'll kink I will kink shame when it means that you fucking die in a locked room because of it. In other words, guarding storehouse was a locked room. Go-to-Sen had said there was only one key for the shutter. But is it possible there was a copy and the cupboard was in possession of it? Well, how to theorize that there was actually mobile guarding storehouse keys and the Go-to-Sen just didn't know about them. And this isn't even close to a locked room. Why is it that, despite the fact that almost all the corpses were shot to death and left almost completely alone, these two corpses alone were intentionally hoisted up? I couldn't help but feel something odd about that. Assuming that the mystery corpse in the boiler was grandfather, the deaths of 16 people had not been confirmed. There were 18 people on the island. Just me and 16 corpses. Ken-kun's corpse was the only one that hadn't been even confirmed yet. According to Kira-san, he was killed while climbing out of the well and fell down into it. If the boat closed up like this, it was impossible to check. Try shining a flashlight through the bars down to the darkness and depth of the well. It seemed that the jet black darkness had no intention of showing me its innermost depths with its inaccurate light. Alright, Cannon conveniently fell back down the now locked well. Yeah. More and more, it's looking like Cannon is... Like, if you take killing Shannon to be metaphorical for killing your old life away, and Cannon becomes the main personality she takes, then, like, yeah, that works. Looks like I have to break the bars after all. Using the hatchet and things I dragged out of the boiler room, the guarding shed, I tried breaking the cover of the well. Metal bars were extraordinarily sturdy, and breaking them wasn't easy. I hit them with the hatchet over and over until my arms started feeling weird, eventually gave up on breaking them. Ah, right. Fowler doesn't know how to do that properly, so he's probably feeling the reverberations are probably going all the way through his arms. That's not good. It was impossible. If there were at least wood, I might have been able to break them. Now this metal. Yeah, there's no way you can slice through metal bars like butter with a human strength. I can't even understand how Cannon couldn't cut through the metal bars. He told me that a light like a red laser beam grew out of his arm, and he used it to slice through the metal bars like a knife through butter. Cutting through metal bars like butter? And what's with that red laser beam? Does that mean he snuck in a burner or something? Use that to burn through the bars? Yeah, what sort of laser cut through metal like butter? Apparently, there's no mechanism for unlocking it from this side, which is a bit odd, undoubtedly, because I have to go back a minute. Let's see if I can actually find it, but... Yeah, there's no sign that... So there must be a trick. There must be... obviously, if this is the way that Kinzo went to visit Huadorian each time, then there must be some kind of trick to open it that Valor and us are just not aware of. Either that, or this is not actually an entrance. Valor, please, drop a rock down here, see if it hits water. It's been raining, so if it hits... You don't hear anything but a plop. But after a couple rocks, it probably is just a well. That was like... Is that the kinds of laser beams that show up in those robot animes I loved as a kid? Hey. Okay, is it fixed now? Yeah, it's fixed now. Goddamn weirdo ass glitches. Hello? Work? OBS, please. Capture? OBS, why are you not capturing the mouth movements? What the fuck is wrong with you? And like, the program's working. You're just lagging. Yeah, your thing is not actually a passage. Yeah. I do believe in the fact that there would be a passage from the main mansion over there, but I don't believe in what this is doing. Also, seriously, what the fuck is with this? This shit is lagging like hell sometimes. Stuff like that actually exists? Now they can't go to get that laser beam. As much as I wanted to ask him, he's already been killed. Plus, even his corpse is now at the bottom of the well, beyond this cover. If Kanagawa managed to slice through those metal bars, I'm sure he could have handled this metal cover in a single swing. Kind of felt like a locked room just now, with Ghost Sam locked inside the guarding storehouse holding the key. Only one person can open the door, but they're locked inside. If I only have that power of cannon guns, I could do something about this cover myself. Just? Who is cannon gun? He couldn't actually be an inhuman being capable of using a strange power, right? Even Kyurei-san told me to believe in witches, and I've also met the same one who corners of one. Shannon's body being here is definitely weird. It's not really hard to believe, as you're saying, for the bodies to be set up in these positions. Because until they've been found, Balor had no one could have... It was only on everyone else's word that, oh, the bodies were totally here, you know? And it could possibly be a human on the witch's side? Or else the culprit? The heck? Am I just gonna start treating him like the culprit just because I can't find his corpse? Oh. Treating him like the culprit simply because there is no corpse. And he was the one babbling of the suspicious being innocent. Very well, I couldn't bear having pushed all the crimes I can, making that into a human culprit theory. I will guarantee you with the red. Cannon is dead. Among the 5 in Kirei's group, he was the first to die. In short, he was the 9th victim. Hold on a second. Six die initially. No, it's not those 6. The time of death for Goda and Kumasawa are actually impossible to determine at the moment. Apparently, the 2 that were together was supposed to be George and Jessica, which is 8 deaths. So... essentially, which is why I guarantee... What the fuck? Alex cannot discover his corpse. Killing him with magic is all very well, but without corpse, he would inevitably be a suspect. Truly anti-fantasy, which is why I guarantee his death with the red truth. Truly anti-mystery. What the fuck? That's the first time we've seen something red truth in a fucking... You're really determined for that for some reason, huh? But also, you're essentially declaring that these 2 had to be killed sometime after Kirei mode. Which is interesting to say. There's no corpse. I can't say for sure. That Kanon-kun is dead. So, my whispering red does not reach the piece you. But it did reach you, right? Wait. You're not talking to Balor, are you? Why wouldn't Balor say anything right now? Last we saw, Balor was totally back in the seat, so what the fuck's going on with you saying, can't you hear me? Why would we be able to say that? At glance, it appeared to be a mass murder committed using something strange that could only be thought of as magic. Golden threads that attacked their keyholes. No, we had testimony that something gold had flown around the dining hall during the first 6 murders. The two might have been the same weapon. Then there was a locker room murder of the garden shed and a laser beam that could cut metal bars. That wasn't all. There's much, much more. Like the group of goat monsters. How about witch who could create pitfalls just by snapping her fingers, and rabbit-like demons who fired golden threads? I think there was more, and each and every one of them was ridiculous. I couldn't possibly accept and was forced to suspect that there was some kind of trick or mistake. But why in the world have everyone spoken with one voice saying the same thing without contradiction in the testimony? Which is... oh, shit, wrong. Which I would like to say, too. That's absolutely ridiculous. Like, think about how, like, testimony usually differs at least a little bit in real life between multiple people watching the same scene. And then think about the fact that everyone here had the same exact things to say about, like, oh, it was the rabbits and it was all this stuff. It's, like, bit ridiculous. Actually, incredibly ridiculous. Not only the magic. Maria's mysterious death. Jessica somehow knowing that George Aniki had been killed. The mysterious burnt corpse, who I couldn't confirm actually belonged to my piece of shit grandfather. And more and more. All stuff I just don't get. Till the bottom glugged it down noisily. I don't have a clue what's going on anymore. After dinner last night, we kids were shooed out of the mansion and told to go back to the guest house. And then there was a massacre in the dining hall. Kirei-san and the rest were dropped through pitfalls and captured. Then Jessica and George Aniki were called out to a test or whatever and killed. Kirei-san's group managed to escape the dungeon somehow, but all of them were killed in the end. And at the very, very end, even Maria was killed, leaving me all alone. I'm sure I'd done nothing except be locked up in the guest house. During that time, a huge incident had occurred, and before I knew it, it ended. What could I call it except incomprehensible? Good point, Victor. Under your theory, it does make sense how Jessica would know that George is dead. I don't have a clue anymore. Now I'm nothing but a pig. Plan on leaving only me alive? Hurry up and show yourself and come kill me already. I can't be bothered to look for you anymore. You show me your true form yourself. You want to run or hide or come... So come at me with arrows or bullets or whatever. And then he sleeps since yesterday and was tired as all get out. Yeah, Jessica needed to know, but not actually know she was really going to die. Otherwise, things would have been way different. Not wrong. You want to kill me? You might guess. I decided to return to the guest house and boldly rest on the bed. Likewise as Kirei. Oh, fuck. The thing went down the wrong place, so... As I exited the kitchen and passed through the lobby, Portrait of the Witch came to view. The big clock, too. But I remember when it was exactly midnight. They had to have their own ideas of the situation where Deb deliberately messing with Balor. The stories are 100% fake, but they all line up so well. Yeah, that's a problem. It's like, imagine for a second getting the details right about, oh yeah, there were rabbit girls with like pink and blue hair. It's like, and they used a gold thread. It's like, someone would have never even described it as like a flash of light or something. But everyone describing it as something gold is very suspicious, you know? The sound of the bell claiming that it was midnight rang out. As I listened, looked up at Beatrice's portrait. Exactly 24 hours ago, I met you. What were you trying to say to me? And where did you go? Just who in the world are you? Golden Witch Beatrice? I saw seeing one of the riddles surrounding you. Show yourself and fight with me! Then, the witch showed herself. Like a guest of honor finally appearing, she showed herself on landing at the top of the big staircase. So, you finally showed yourself. I've been kept bored for an entire day. Yes, I gave you a whole day. Or you have deficiently exercised the rights of the human side. Yeah. I was bored too. I had a good go at it. Angie was a good piece. Don't you speak Angie's name. She appeared through a miracle and sacrificed herself to give you tenacity for certain victory. Don't you speak Angie's name. That brutal death was something that you needed. If you hadn't seen that death, you would not have grown serious. Without the wake-up call of Angie's ill-fated future, the tenacity for victory would not have arisen within you. I told you not to speak Angie's name! In short, she was an unnecessary sacrifice. Otherwise, an anger great enough to kill me would not have been born within you. That rivalry between us cannot be destroyed. Curse that Lady Burn Kesto. This were no piece, it would be more fitting called a trump card. No matter how helpful a piece is, it would never stray from the board. A trump card, no matter how powerful its effect, is always discarded after its use. Angie was truly a good trump card for you. Don't you speak Angie's name! At Balor's outburst of rage, Beetle finally stopped talking. You know, I have no more time to spend playing around a place like this. Even our drawers are keeping Angie waiting. I'm gonna break through you, take my family, and go back home! I see who's saying to waste playing witches with you! In that case, I assume you know what must be done. Oh shit. Yeah! I'll beat you down! I'll blast away all witches, magic, and illusions, and delusions! Alright, let's do this! I'll never let you trick me again! The game's restarting, you ready? A terrible the witches there that conceals the outright lie you are! You talk too much. All you have to do is simply say, I will kill you. Yeah. Those are the words you want. I'll say them for you. This is first and last wish of yours that I would lend an ear to. Thank you. I will. I will kill you. Then, by all means, let us begin, battler. Come, it is time for the witch hunt. Try and chase me, try and corner me, try and kill me. I'm expecting a lot from you. Try and show me what your little sister gave you in her last moments. Bring it on! Bowser's cry burned the world with a white light. And one's eyes was opened to that brilliant light. The two of them could be seen on a rose garden. Let's go for the battle of the century! Who takes the first move? Me. How brave. The rose garden where beautiful rose petals danced. The color of those rose petals was red. Was that proof? Or something they claimed that the two of them facing each other in this beautiful rose garden was the red and only truth? Now let's see why the roses are red. But in the language of flowers, roses are passion. Not truth. The flower of truth is a forget-me-not. That flower is blue. I'll pierce through everything with my blue truth. From the very beginning of it all. I'll start from the very first game. Wait, we're going that far back? Okay, Battler, let's go! Very well. Show me your skill. Come. Here I go. I already claimed it, but I'll say it again. This is for the murder of Dr. Nanjo the last game. This will tear apart every scene from every game since the very beginning. It's time to climb. Yeah, he's gonna make that claim. Okay. Yushiro Miyakinzo is already dead. Therefore, the true number of people on the island is 17. Adding an unknown person next to that, it becomes 18 people. I suppose that this person X exists, the crime is possible even involves 7 people. 18 people have alibis. By this, even though the number of people reaches 18, it is still possible for covert X to exist and carry out the crime even involve 18 people who seem to have alibis. You can break through all the murders in episode 1 by supposing an unknown person X. Furthermore, it's even possible to explain the mystery of Kinjo's evaporation in the locked room sealed by the receipts. I made the bold assumption that Kinjo wasn't there from the beginning. if there was a separate killer, that would explain Shannon's body in episode 2 and 4. It would. Also, I find it really funny that Balor is seemingly in every one of the. I hope he's not going to try to pin it all on one person each time, because things get a bit easier if you just go with like 2 people or like different people doing the murders. Episode 1, I still think my theory is kind of fine. Let's be counter with the red truth. The witch illusion in episode 1 would be completely smashed. The blue truth was valid. Oh. Wedge of blue truth that Balor released stabbed right through the top of Vito's left foot. Does it need to be that fucking violent? Was the red blood that poured out from her defense in the red truth? Vito shut one of her eyes tight, and during the unbearable pain for the wedge of the blue truth that denied her. Not bad. But I'm so far from denied, far from killed. That is not close enough. Following games contain mysteries that cannot be explained without alone, do they? You know, you're right there, Victor. She is dramatic as hell. There could be no other way. Which mysteries? In the final stage of the second game, George, Gota, and Shannon barricaded themselves in Natsuhi's room and were killed. The key by which they unlocked Natsuhi's room was locked up inside the room, and all the remaining keys that could unlock the door were in the hands of Rosa. Even if Covert X existed, it should be impossible to construct a locked room. The blue wedge piercing Vito shook. He was resisting, fighting to push it out. No, that doesn't shake my blue truth. Go Rex was best on a master key. That's anything close to a locked room. No, it was impossible for the Cobra to obtain one. All the master keys were under Rosa's control. That's meaningless if Aunt Rosa was an accomplice to that culprit. Oh, cool, we're going with this theory. You know, I think in episode 2 I even suggested, like, at one point or another that, like, it's entirely possible that fucking Rosa could be the killer because there was a moment where we didn't know where she was. So saying that, so it was like, oh yeah, no, she could have killed them. And they're not related to her, and she's kind of a psycho in this episode, so yeah, that's entirely possible. Aunt Rosa handed a key to recover X by some method, assisting a locked room murder. And after that, she retrieved the key by a similar method. You have to do better than that, Beto. Alright, but for that theory at the time. So you did. Yeah, Balor's grown up. He's throwing everyone under the bus to prove that there is no magic. I'm gonna call this growing up. But yeah, he's no longer constrained by, I wish no one to be guilty. He's understand that if there is no witch, there must be a guilty. This is what we call character development. These effects are gnarly. The Witch had been gradually losing his fluency, seemed as though it was about to come out. Eva really helped him with that, I suppose. Yeah. Because in that game, Eva helped him a lot by being someone he knew, and Vito saying herself she stepped down. That helped a lot in that game. Vito let out a moan of anguish at the pain of it. Not yet. This is still nothing. Not yet. Not yet! Continuing on to the third game. The Link locked rooms, the murders on Auntie Rosa and Maria, the deaths of Dad and the others in the hall, and the number of murders of Uncle Kraus and Natsui. I mean, this one we basically solved. I'm like, the theory we came up with last time. Also, funnily enough, she didn't deny in red that yeah, she didn't deny in red that fucking Kinjo was alive. So I guess we have to. I guess it might be right to assume that Kinjo was dead the entire time. A song tier list for the questions arc would be cool. I do have access to them rather easily. But if that's the case, that does bring into a big question. What the fuck happened during episode 1 with Natsui? All of them. Can be explained if we suppose that Aunt Eva was a culprit. The argument was already won back then. Even that final riddle you proposed through Eva. The murder of Dr. Nando can explain with the 18th unknown person X. Then again, she might be building up. She might be letting him get all these blue truths in with the unknown person X, just in the night at the last minute. That would be a very Beto thing to do. Now I've broken through the entire third game. Can you counter that? Of course. This much is nothing to worry about. In that case, how do you explain George's disappearance from the guest house? I shall add it to the red truth. George did not go down the stairs of the guest house. Oh, so he jumped like a fucking idiot? Okay. He flew out through the window. Not like that. I think he literally jumped. The final stage of the third game, George suddenly vanished from the second floor of the guest house. Eva would be on the first floor, claiming that no one had come downstairs. But as the blue truth claims, she carried Kraus and Natsui's corpses outside, there was possibility that George could have secretly gone downstairs running the gap in time and escape. But by adding on to that red truth, he'd have disproven that. The outside of the going down the staircase to the first floor, he would have to leave by the window. All of the windows were locked from the inside. Oh, right, that was a thing. So what? Just like you said. You flew out the window, right? Oh, so we're going with that. You needed to jump down. You didn't tell by the grass. It was raining so hard. Any light traces would have disappeared. I will repeat the red truth. All windows and doors leading outside were locked from the inside. You're not saying when. You're not saying when they were closed, Beatrice. Therefore, they were open, and then they were closed. Furthermore, it's impossible to lock any of those from the outside. George had no technique by which to lock them. I'll repeat the blue truth. I said it myself at the time. In that case, everything works out as long as someone locked the window after George Aniki escaped through it. Nothing difficult about it. I wonder if Beatrice is gonna bring up Hideyoshi and George's death, which for both of them makes no sense for like for both of those deaths, it doesn't make sense for Eva to have done them, you know? I wonder if she's gonna bring that up. So either Nanjo or Jessica closed the window behind him. Do you think it was Nanjo? The account number paying on the door was a message to him after all? Hey, the deal is still on from Beatrice. That is a very good point. That's actually an incredibly good point. Nice catch there, Victor. Holy shit. Yeah. Is this not enough to resist? Beto couldn't remove the blue wedge that buried into her foot. The fake witch was burning more and more by the strong blue. Yeah, you started distrusting him heavily the moment money was revealed. Good choice. All the games up the door, there's still nothing that shakes the blue truth. Which you think has been uncharitable? Victor, just like Balor, we gotta disregard morals if we want to win this. Which I do dislike, admittedly, but... eh. In that case, the only game that can prove you're a witch is this game, the 4th game. As I have not countered with the red truth, that is indeed the case. The families may not known about the money, but Nanjo and Kumasawa may have. Oh yeah, definitely possible, considering that they're people who seem to know who Beatrice really is. Which might be the reaction of behind, honestly, of, oh fuck, it's you, Beatrice? What? You're supposed to be dead. Which kind of confirms the idea that Beatrice was one of the people who was supposed to be dead, you know? To prove witches with only this game. Very well. Hold nothing back. There's nothing strange about the 6 murders in the dining hall. The 18th person, X, went wild with a gun and killed everyone. Regarding the pitfalls, there's every chance that pitfalls truly were hidden there. And also supposed to explain that with Kirie-san's theory hypothesizing existence of poison dart shooting device X, which can knock a person out instantly. The murders of George Aniki, Jessica, and those who escaped from the dungeon can also be examined with guns, just like the dining hall. Honestly, if she read, it's gonna be really hard to fight against this if she read truths with no guns were used. It's gonna be decently difficult in that case, because the only thing I can be is like a crossbow. Like, I have no idea if any crossbows even exist on the island, unlike with the guns, you know? I really hope she's not gonna counter with there are no guns were used, because if she does that, we're bitch fucked. That doesn't answer the witness testimony either. Yeah, this is honestly gonna be a hard episode for Balor, solely because of the fact, like, there is a lot to try and figure out, and he was late to everything. Not to mention Kirie and Co. confirmed this time. Yep. In this one, you have to work under the assumption that people are working together. You cannot explain this episode 4 by one murderer, no matter how hard you might try. Mentioning Kirie-san, I actually said Kirie-san, holy shit. And Kirie and Co. confirmed the crime, so it was impossible for them to be knocked out and moved across the island. Yep. It's a case where, in this specific episode, there is no way you can wrap it around where people were not working together on this. Now, if they meant for anyone to die is another question entirely, but people were working together, definitely. But I know you got a counterattack, right? Oh, that's a fucking throwback. Oh, that's a fucking throwback, Victor. We can't trust anything but the corpses. God damn it, Rose's philosophy is coming back. That feels wrong as fuck. Bring it on! Your greatest sword, the 18th. This 18th person is based on the theory that Kinzo was already dead. I knew that you would make that claim. That's why I took Kinzo out of his study. And when the family conference welcomed that Kinzo, did they not? All of those present at the family conference acknowledged the existence of Kinzo. Goddamn, you have not slept in 24 hours? You should fucking sleep. But also, that's hilarious that your subconscious put that through. But also, this is a really meaningless red truth, frankly, because it's acknowledging the existence of Kinzo. It's like, wow, this is fucking worthless as a red truth, frankly. Grandfather's supposedly been seriously ill, confined to his bed, hovering on the verge of death for ages, right? He was so worn out that he looked like a person. Maybe no one else would have paid that any notice. What about that? That just confirms all the more they were conspiring together. Yeah, like if they all agree that Kinzo exists, then it's kind of the same case with Beatrice's existence. If everyone on the island agrees Beatrice exists, then she exists. If even one person disagrees, then she doesn't exist. We can kind of work under Kinzo's existence. We can totally work under that. We can work under the assumption that just like Beatrice's mere existence, Kinzo's state of being alive is determined by if everyone acknowledges on the island that he is alive. So we can say that as long as the 6 people who are said to have met him, then he is alive, in quotation marks. How do you like that mappos? I'll come back at you with this. My grandfather was a different person, a body double. That's a really shit one, Balor. A different person wrote this and stuck for grandfather. Admittedly, even our conspiracy theory, fuck, I can't believe I said that unironically, for everyone working for him, comes across the obvious problem of the why. Because I understand why Balor's not thinking this, because you can't even be, like, we can't even begin comprehending a reason why they would do this. Like, that's the big problem here. It's like, why would they do it? I don't have any idea. So even suggesting it means I'm going down a rabbit hole I can't climb out of. Then I'll respond with this. No person would mistake Ushiromiya Kinzo by sight. No matter what the disguise, they would not mistake Ushiromiya Kinzo by sight. Then how about this? Are you telling with the red truth in the second game that the number of matter key was 5? When the first game number was more than 5? You changed the premises of the later games. That is not wrong even. Okay. The same way the device with that Kinzo's life or death status was changed for the 4th game. Hey, good catch on. Okay. Therefore, Kinzo's existence in the 4th game does not serve as proof that he exists in the previous games. Therefore, even if we suppose that 6 words of dining hall were carried out by grandfather himself, it doesn't create any contradictions. Oh, red truth incoming. Then I'll counter with this. His life or death status is the same at the start of each of the 4 games. Well, I'll take it to mean he's dead then. But I also will take it to mean he hasn't been dead for as long as the siblings thought. Like, I don't believe Kinzo's been dead for more than a week. If anyone tries to tell me that he's been dead for like fucking 3 days, I'd be like, or like 2 months, I'd be like, fuck off. No, he hasn't. I think episode 4 gave us the motive during Angie's part. Beatrice has got the go. The people that acknowledged Kinzo were either servants, Nanjo, or fame that wanted a lot of money, but you don't get the act. Not wrong. Not wrong at all for wondering about that. And I guess the 2 billion yen does kind of confirm, like, Vito probably found the gold, because again, it's fucking 2 billion yen and the gold is worth 10 billion. It's like, where the fuck else is she getting that money from? I said it was not different from the 4th game alone. Revelation requested. Kinzo was alive at the start of every game. She doesn't have to answer that, sadly. Yeah, exactly. Decline repetition. I won't answer, Battler. Yeah, the fact that... Why bring everyone together to do this? Did you really just go, hey, want the inheritance? Great, you're going to help me screw with Battler? I mean, theoretically, I guess, if none of them know they're gonna die, it's like, fuck it. We traumatize Battler for like a night, and then we get our money. It's like, fine enough, I guess, but it is a bit weird for every one of them to work together like that. I will not respond with the red truth you desire. Damn it! Oh man, you're standing in my way! I'm quite sure that's what everyone in this family says about him. He put himself on the line to break Beatrice, their beloved witch? My goddamn granddad wavered into vision. Is he trying to be some kind of knife blocking the way between me and Beto? Battler! Are you capable of surpassing me? I won't let you reach! I will not let you reach! Back to the heights of the golden witch war now! Please fucking die, you bitch ass! Your shallow logic cannot even arrest me alone! Shine! What the fuck? Why is Kinzo the fucking Fafnir? What? Why is he Fafnir? God damn it, I was fucking joking about long ago about the fucking Rhine God. God fucking damn it. Not again. Stop. Yeah, now I start laughing uncontrollably. Fucking Kinzo Dragon. Ah! Kinzo jet black cape spread as though it would swallow the world. Becoming a stout of vast black dragon which came at me, trying to swallow me in one mouthful. As I faced the roaring, the black dragon cut my breathing and closed my eyes lightly. I'll swallow you up in a single go! I got you, witless inadequate fool! Bet you're trapped, you goddamn undying ghost. And once again, you remind the fact that Kinzo would be goddamn awesome if he wasn't such an incredibly awful person. Oh yeah, no, Kinzo would be fucking badass in his prime. Sadly, he's past his prime by a long shot. Oh, so you are calling me a ghost? Just because I don't have skin or bones anymore? How rude! You didn't say through the end, then this theory that I am already dead. That will be your undoing! The first trolley of the fourth game, the darkness shall swallow you up whole! The black dragon's vast mouth, its snout, its fangs, threaten to swallow Battler whole because we're in the Nasuverse now, I guess. God damn it! In that instant, Battler suddenly opened his eyes. Thanks, Beatrice. The third game was the foothold I need for my counterattack. What? See ya, my old fuck. See ya, my old bastard. This is goodbye. Yeah, I saw the announcements. Everything sucks for my life right now. I have the following theory to think I can apply the dead Kinzo hypothesis even to the fourth game. Soviets! Come at me with all you have, my descendants! Here I go, you sack of old bones! My theory is that Kinzo's name is passed on as the title of the Umineko family head. I'm sorry, that's your theory? Ishiroki Kinzo was already dead? And he passed his name on to someone else? What, like fucking Beatrice? Also, really, Battler? This is your end theory? Really? Everyone acknowledged it? This isn't fucking what? And therefore, all those present at the family conference acknowledged the existence of Kinzo. I feel like this is not the best explanation you could have used, my man. G Fairy's doing well for playing solo? He is, but I don't know where the fuck he started with this idea. Like, is he like comparing it to Beto, where the title of Beatrice is obviously passed down? I mean, we have like 3 fucking Beatrices that he knows of even. So like, if it was like Beatrice came down and they acknowledged Beatrice, it's like, oh no, it's a different Beatrice. It's like, yeah, we have proof that there are multiple Beatrices to go through. So saying it's a different Beatrice is completely reasonable, but a different Kinzo is quite fucking something else. It wasn't even any need for the person to disguise themselves as grandfather, because everyone recognized a new Kinzo. Therefore, they didn't actually mistake Kinzo by sight. As long as the preceding theory is not disproven, nothing can change the fact that you're dead. This is the final blow. I fucking hope not. Oh, this is a repetition request for you. This still implies that everyone is conspiring together, though. Why wouldn't the witnesses point out that unless they were all cooperating? Yeah, no, it has to be the case, which is very weird in so many ways. Battler? Okay. Battler has accidentally awakened... okay, Battler? You've come to the wrong conclusion. You've managed to corner a red truth out of someone that he's not gonna be denied this. That just proves the fucking Shannon canon theory. Holy shit. I think Battler's about to help us by complete and utter accident with a really dumb theory. Holy shit. He's asked this in the exact fucking way that helps us. Because any other way of wording this would probably be red truth through. This is a final blow, oh geezer. This repetition regrets it for you. Not one person present had multiple differing names. Stumbling into a success indeed arc. Holy shit. I cannot! But you're completely wrong! Holy shit! How did you even do this? This is, I have to give you points to the right answer, but what the hell was your reasoning situation? It really is! Like, we fucking have figured out that almost guaranteed Shannon and Cannon are the same person, but like, this shit's fucking ridiculous. He's managed to grab a fucking red truth, the inability to say something in red out of fucking thin air, and use it for something completely different for a fucking batshit theory. Like, it's insane. Rest in peace, you old grand bastard. Here's to thank me. You're finally able to die. Here's a requiem. Take it and drop dead. Ushiromiya Kinzo was already dead. Yeah, you poor old you. Whenever we find your corpse, it's always completely burnt. Not wrong about that. That was a gimmick to prevent discovery of the fact that time passes your death. I agree with this theory, but I don't think it's been a long time. I'm still of the opinion that, like, I don't think he's been dead for more than a week. I have a hard time believing Kinzo's been dead for more than a week, and none of the servants ever said shit. And then, no, and neither did the Ushiромiyas on the island say shit. Like, if Kinzo's dead, it's a solely beneficial to Kraus. Like, that's a big thing to remember here. If Kinzo's dead, what downside is there for Kraus to not just say, yeah, Kinzo died? They could all be in on, to be fair, true. But yeah, if Kraus couldn't possibly know about it, because if he did, he'd just announce it at the start of the family conference and then say, I thought, let's split up the inheritance now, you know? and you pass your name on to someone else. But this theory, even though you are dead, Kinzo can still appear at the family conference. How's that? That is checkmate! Oh, just killed a fucking dragon. Okay, fine. Family members didn't think it was strange that Kraus would cover recovering up, but yeah, Yeah, it is a question, because I don't know why Kraus, if he ever found out that Kinzo was dead, like, unless Kraus had a hand in his death, I don't see why, or found out, like, his will was saying, fuck you all, I donated to the sea, toss all my shit into the sea. I don't see why Kraus would hide the truth, you know? Several dozen blue stakes bored in Kinzo's ghost. His ghost dragon, of course. The terrible destructive power would never permit the ghost to recover. Kinzo. Thank you for everything. Rest in peace. I will not forget the days I spent with you. Yeah, if we're right, you're not gonna forget those days for all the wrong reasons. Dispersing along with the shadow of the Black Dragon, his golden flower petals scattered. Ushiro Kinzo became a gold-colored cyclone and disappeared. Even after death, you fought for the sake of the woman you loved. Your love and your madness were, without a doubt, the real thing. Battler. No hard feelings. Let the dead sleep. Don't wake them. You're next. And you'll be the last. You still can pull out the blue wedge that pierced her foot. You'll realize I should have on verge of death. I've gotten along with you a whole bunch. I think I more than fulfilled my responsibility to play with you. It's about time to finish things up. I've got a lonely little sister waiting for me at home. Me and my family are going home! Then kill me. Then try and kill me! I will not run or hide. At this point, even dodging is beyond my capabilities. Come on! Ushiro me a battler! You got it! With the 18th X from the dead, Kinzo theory, everything remaining is pierced through! George Aniki and Jessica Death's the fourth game can also be explained by the Cobra X. And the 5 who escaped from the dungeon were killed, and the 2 of the Guardian shit are Maria at the end. All those can be explained with an 18th X. There's nothing strange at all about that. This concludes the explanation of the culprit with humans for all the games. Beatrice, this here is checkmate! So blue stakes were driven to Beatrice, who could not dodge, skewering her. He grabbed the stakes, trying to pull them out somehow. He got me. It hurts. Yes. This'll kill me. If I don't pull these out, I'll die. I don't want to suffer. Both hands, firmly grasp one of the blue stakes. Naturally, the power of the blue truth tonight witches burned her hands. Unable even to hide her tears of the pain, Beetle howled and tried to pull the stakes out with all her might. If I can't pull these out, I'll die. This is the final counterattack. Then, Battler, all my numerous displays of magic. How do you explain those? The very first time they appeared was in the second game when I fixed Maria's pumpkin marshmallow for her. At that time, Rosa definitely witnessed that magic. Not only Rosa had witnessed gold butterflies gather and fix a marshmallow by the miracle of magic. Rosa alone witnessing isn't very credible, right? That's why I increased the witnesses to the uttermost limit. Which is what this last game was literally all about. Something of my minion. And those brutal magical murders. All of them were witnessed by a great many people. Man, that is itself proof that my magic exists. Man, even the music is saying, Beto, your fucking arguments are shit. Please stop making yourself look worse. How do you explain that? You should be a battler! Stalemate. Stalemate. What? Magic exists because magic exists. I believe the rules of our Brawn Tube trial say that kind of argument doesn't work. Yes, you're right. No matter who or how many people witness magic, there will never be proof of magic's existence. Whether all the magic you've shown exists or not, I can ignore it all and explain things with humans. That's my inviolable right. Am I wrong? At those words, the blue stakes let out even brighter light, repelling my hands away. As I feared, I can't pull them out at all. As battlers now, even if I cite each individual piece of magic and a man explains for each, he would probably use any means available to deny all of them. Not just marshmallow magic that I showed Rosa, but all of my magical miracles. I no longer even claim to be a witch without entering debates about how something like a marshmallow was fixed. Am I such an inferior position that I'm forced to fight over trivialities like that? And it might be impossible for me. I knew this. This was a game without victory from the very beginning. It was only natural that the day of my defeat would come eventually. Have I fought Battler up until today, just in order to lose to him? I began these games thinking I might be able to win. I believe that a game repeating endlessly, a miracle would eventually occur. Oh. If you need any more confirmation for my theory that the magic is a way of coping with what actually happened, going and saying, maybe someone survived, or maybe we can blame it on something other than what actually happened. Yeah. Beto knew she was never gonna win. Beto knew that the miracle she needed was on her side, not Balor. Oh. After all, I had the absolute determination to win for certain. But now, I've completely lost that miracle. And an absolute certain determination resides in Balor, leaving me with no miracle for certain. No, perhaps I say with no miracles or certainty. No victory, and no conclusion through a draw. The only resolution permitted is defeat. Until it's given to me, all I can do in this game is resist. That's right, I'm fighting only so that I can be killed by Balor. I do not know which characters use Watashi and all the other ways of referring to herself, so that's important, obviously, but I don't know my fucking Japanese, so I'm doomed. I looked into Balor's eyes. There's not me inside them. Behind those eyes were the figures of Lo's sister waiting for his return. The family had to bring back to her. See, when you're paused at that trade time, you were sure she was going to say furniture again. That would have been the solid confirmation. I mean, I'm already almost 100% confirmed on that now. The theory is very solid. It works well. I was already suspicious of it in episode 3, and I joked about it in episode 2. This episode is the one that's kind of confirmed it the most of all, though. And that fucking... God, I can't believe Balor fucking stumbled across giving us one of the strongest pieces of evidence to the theory while proving something completely fucking stupid. Yeah, after Balor nonsensically warplayed his way through Kinzo's ghost. Yes, he didn't mean to, but he helped us out immensely with that. He no longer sees me, even as an individual. Am I gonna attempt solving the epitaph for fun too? I tried to solve... Okay, I'm quite sure of the location for the epitaph's goad, but like, fuck if I can actually understand the logic. I don't get the logic. I know where the goad is. I'm like 98% certain it's underneath the church. And I also believe it's probably not just referring to... It's probably also referring to Beatrice's true identity. I would guess. Don't ask me how. I'm just like, look. Most of the time, these kinds of things have double meanings and can... So I'm going like, it tells you where the goat is, and it tells you who Beatrice is. Of course he doesn't. From the very beginning, he's been trying to deny the individual I am. The last game was so much fun. All of it was a little bit of a trick. But even for just a short period of time, felt like we understood each other. And it was so much fun. That's right. I should have settled right there and then. I should have continued for eternity with Balor totally fooled. But that just wouldn't be any good, would it? That just wouldn't be a true victory. Is this checkmate? It would be no goddamn good at all. I was really certain she was gonna say that, honestly. Beatrice? I gotta get going home, you know. Run through with several abused stakes, Beetle was still in the same position. Skewered to the ground many times over. Unable to even fall because of this. Still looking up into the sky, just sewn in place. The dragon form might have been a fitting end. The cruel witch who had endlessly toyed with 18 people's lives, who had killed constantly for hundreds and thousands of years. Gently, as though someone was mourning for something, rain began to fall. Amidst that rain, Peter was exposed to the elements, crucified. Is it over, Beato? There is nothing I can say. There's no way you're done. I wouldn't even let things go end just with this. Don't be unreasonable. How can you look at me think that this isn't over? Hurry up and deliver the final blow. Please. Just end it. Please end it already, Balor. Just say it. With your blue truth. Therefore, witches do not exist. Just say it. With that single blow, take my last breath away. That's no good. Oh. You asked me to continue subjecting myself to humiliation. It's already been settled. Stand up. Our brawl still isn't over. Still, you say? Rise. Well, I see there isn't you losing. Just resign, decide you've had enough. What? What's wrong with that? Resigning? Still means your victory. So you should return to your little sister right away. Just abandon me right here. Didn't I tell you? I won't run away. And I won't let you get away either. Is this actually happening? I don't mean the entire thing. This conversation sounds almost like... This conversation, after a certain point, has started sounding like Balor trying to convince Beto to live. Like she's on, almost like she's on the edge of a cliff and is about to jump off, and Balor finds her, and he's like, and she's just like, isn't it okay to give up? And he's like, and she keeps going like, you got a sister, why don't go to her? And it's like, I'm not gonna run away. Like, anyone else getting that kind of feeling from this conversation? Who are you? And what in the world was your purpose? Like, I'm legitimately questioning if this you're definitely getting weird vibes. Yeah, I'm legitimately getting the feeling that this conversation is actually happening in reality back in 1986. Because this makes me feel almost like Balor lived, Beatrice lived, and this is the one of the final times they see each other. Balor trying to give in to Beatrice not to fucking kill herself. That's the feeling I'm getting here. If you don't want to know, why don't you just try your favorite movie? Your favorite move, rather. What does it matter? Just a fantasy. An illusion. Can't you leave it at that? You think Balor's finally getting it to an extent, though? That Beatrice doesn't want Balor to just deny witches? She wants him to actually solve the mystery. Yeah, like, that's a big thing. Balor hasn't solved shit, is the biggest problem here. What happened that day is still lost to time. Vito wants to know what really happened. And as episode 1 said, maybe the person who wrote those notes didn't know what happened. And she doesn't. She wants to know. But it'd be so easy just to give it up and say, they just died. That's the end. You know? That's it. They died. No witches, no magic. They're just dead. An easy thing to say, but a lot harder to say I want to know what really happened, though, than finding it out. It's no goddamn good at all. I won't let you. Uh-huh. I'm going to defeat you. Like, how I'm going to let you escape? I want you run back into the darkness of illusions, seeing you all vague like this. I'm gonna break through you. Completely. So on your feet. Don't act all frail like that. You're still hiding several moves. I can tell. Why? Why won't you just let me escape? Why? Dad, Angie? All my cousins, all my relatives. And all the servants. All those times you killed them, all those times you toyed with their lives. I will never forget, I will never forgive your inhumanity. I can still feel these arms on my shoulders. I will not forgive your inhumanity. So I won't let you get away like this. Balor's eyes burned with the flames of hatred. Days when I could earn his passion by appearing frail are now a matter of the distant past. Having been tricked once, Balor would never sympathize with me again. Never mind the wolf and sheep puzzle. Like the boy who cried wolf, isn't it? What am I supposed to do? What should I do? Because fighting endlessly just to avoid admitting defeat is an endless torture fitting for the endless witch. I guess endlessly harassing Balor to avoid giving you victory is part of being the endless witch as well. It's so sad. Is this really the endless magic? I've had enough of endlessly being made into a witch's plaything. I've had enough. No victory and no conclusion with a draw. In that case, there's only one conclusion that can release me. Since the time I descend on the path of witches, since I made that contract with demons, was it not promised that tragedy would be my ultimate fate? What's wrong? Golden Witch! Beatrice! You're the ruler of Okajima! Face your hand with appropriate majesty! Lightning. The world was smashed with white. Fitting last moments for the ruler of Okajima. Still pierced by blue stakes. Vito faced the rain in the sky and let out a loud laugh. Then she slowly raised her face, fixed her eyes on Battler. Fool! I was considering handing you victory in praise of your good fights! You shall regret your complacency. Victory is not something for you to hand over. Something I'm gonna snatch from you. Don't pretend you're any different. You're gonna accept victory and hand you on a silver platter when I start saying stuff like maybe it's alright for witches to exist. And exactly why you simply fell apart like that in the end last time. Yeah, I know, this is really sad. She's really forcing herself to fucking keep going. Like, she's crying right now. Jesus. That's right. That one last game. You showed mercy on me. So not making us even. Stand! I am the my golden witch, Beatrice! Wow, I think that's a close. Wow, that is dangerously Kindle-like thing to say there. Please, Battler. Oh my God, she's fucking taking it for romantic advance. Oh my God, she took it for. Battler, you just declared you love her. That's the only form she knows of loving. Calling you hers. Oh shit, you fucked up, Battler. You fucked up. Idiot. You idiot! Simpleton! Don't you think you'll ever get another chance? Okay. Let's see if it ends here. We're gonna keep going. Immediately out, the blue stakes that piercing her chest blew to bits and disappeared. However, the blue wedge that pierced the foot in the very beginning did not disappear. We haven't voted out yet. We haven't voted out the blue truth of the 18-person X. I respond to one of your repetition requests. As you reasoned, Kinjo's already dead at the starting time for all the games. Whoa, what the fuck was... Okay. What the fuck happened in episode 1 then with the goddamn fucking... Goddamn, does that mean Nachi was the killer? But she couldn't be, because then why did she kill herself in the end? I have so many questions about that fucking scene then. Was that just Nachi giving herself a fucking pep talk? Remember the first thing Kraus ever said? I can probably find out. Hold on a second. However, in that case, all I need to do is take one person out. Thus far, I've been claiming that no more than 18 humans exist on this island. I will lower that by 1 for Kinzo. No more than 17 humans exist on this island. That excludes any 18th person. In short, this 18 person X does not exist. This applies to all games. Oh, his first thing he said was, looks like he hates me to his core. My voice doesn't reach him anymore. Kraus shrugged, as though saying, it's no use, and smiled bitterly. But Nanjo is there also, which means Nanjo's in on it, apparently. Interesting. I goddamn knew it. He's got some crazy stuff up your sleeve after all. This island only had 17 on, but all this time has made it look as if there were 18. Now taking off 1 and brought it down to 17, we finally reached the correct number. Now the wedge I knocked into you has been removed. We'll have to start the fight over, back from square one. Is a few lines after that? My father's already dead. All that there's a fan of what father once was. At any rate, as long as he... My father's already dead. All that's there's a fan of what father once was. At any rate, as long as he has no intention of coming out, there's nothing we can do. That makes sense. If Genji, Nanjo, Kumasawa, Kraus, and Natsuki, along with Shannon Ken, were in on it, that's a core for a conspiracy right there. It is. That would be... At that point, we can now confirm that there is a conspiracy to keep the death of Kinzo hidden. Now, the why is still hidden for now, but I would assume it has to do with the will, or perhaps lack thereof. Hey, in Japan, if there is no will for a person, what happens to all their shit? Oh, fuck. That's very important. That's incredibly important to know now. The blue wedge that had sewn Beto in place broke apart. So there's no longer anything piercing Beto. Scars on her body disappear completely. They are just about what I hoped for, so the imposing figure of the golden witch who ruled Rokujima. Now, come, battler. Once more from the beginning. Try to break through everything with the blue truth. Hide you on your play, run or hide. If you prove to be good for nothing, then I should decide this match right here and now. I will make you forever regret not settling for the victory I handed you. Come, starting from the first game. Let's see what theories Balor's got. Right! If Kinjo dies, if Kinjo dies as Isilor distribution inheritance occurs, you don't know if Proust has been embezzling his sibling's bed. If Kinjo dies, he gets found out, as was discussed in episode 1 or episode 2. Okay, that's a good point there. Why do the servants work together? Because they promised him the money? Maybe. Right, from the first trolley to the first game. There's nothing strange about the murder of the 6 rodents or found the guardianship in the beginning. The crime was tossed over any of those who didn't have an alibi. Valid. Continue. What about the next locked room murder with Eva and Hideyoshi? Oh, this is one we theorized before, that there was no reason to suspect otherwise. They were let in, and then the door was locked. Even the chain was set for that locked room. Should I add you that red truth? Oh, fuck, no. Both deaths were homicides. It is not the case that, after the construction of the locked room, one of them committed suicide after murdering the other. Furthermore, the murder was carried out with both the victim and the perpetrator in the same room. No matter exists the perpetrator commit murder from outside the room. That doesn't fuck with any of our theories so far. Let's keep going. Suppose that the culprit was a human without an alibi. In other words, the dead. Among the first 6 corpses were some made unidentifiable because of the faces were smashed. One possibility that one was actually a fake corpse, and that some culprit X killed those 2 after pretending to be a victim and hiding away. Then, after the locked room murder was constructed, the culprit hid under their bed and waited for all of us to leave. Here's the red truth. Very well, next. Oh, shit. Wait, she's actually letting that one go through? Okay. Interesting. Very well, next. Cannon killed in the boiler room, correct? I shall add you the red truth. Other survivors have alibis. Oh, easy. Suicide. No one noticed the hatchet, which would be fucking nonsensical if she actually dropped it. Let's include the dead as well. In short, no kind of person or human or dead on the island could have killed Cannon. If no one could kill him, then he might have been the one to kill it. Meaning Cannon might have killed himself. Why? Who the fuck knows? But it seems to be a consistent thing. Cannon probably fucking kills themselves most of the time. Repetition requested. Cannon did not commit suicide. Oh, we're getting to this, okay. Cannon did not commit suicide. One more. Repetition question. Cannon-kun's death was a homicide. I decline to repeat. Okay, so we're in an episode 3 situation where we cannot rule out an accidental death. Which, with an axe in the gut, I mean, it's pathetic, but it's not impossible. That possibility still makes the possibility of homicide, but you've already declared in red that no one could have killed him. In other words, it wasn't a homicide. It's the same as the linked locked rooms from the 3rd game. Cannon died for a reason that was neither suicide nor homicide. Look, I said it was an embarrassing way to die, Ark, but it's not impossible. It's just very fucking embarrassing. The circumstances are unclear. He died from an accident. That was proven. Refused to explain what kind of blunder could have led to an accident death where a stake was driven into his chest. Oh. Now that you have borrowed that power of the devil, you are without fear. It is valid.
In that case, whoever the murders after that in the parlor of Genji, Nanjo, and Kumasawa.
It was Nanjo that looked over Cannon's body. Oh, fuck. The more we go over this, the more clear it becomes that fucking... Oh god, Cannon's the main personality right now, isn't it? They're the one that remains after Shannon. I don't know why, but it seems like that's probably the case. Oh, fuck it up. Oh no, it's Cannon. Cannon got traumatized, but Cannon didn't actually commit the murders because otherwise they know what the fuck happened. Cannon is Beatrice and Cannon blamed himself, but fuck. You've heard a theory where Genji kills the other dude and cries his own face off? What the fuck? Naturally, Maria, who was in the same room, did not kill them. And of course, their three deaths were homicides. Explain it with the one who carried out the murder being a covert X who used an undead corpse to disappear. In the first place, the three faces were also pulverized. Also, I gotta fucking write down. Oh god damn it, I need to write this shit down again. Oh fuck, there's so much to write down about theory crafting and shit. I hate it. Okay, just gotta fucking write this down again. Nanjo is always working with Beto. I think we can confirm at this point that it's very likely that in every single episode, Nanjo is working with Beatrice. So I feel like I'm confident enough saying that now. Especially with Victor pointed out, every single time, that's what's happening. I don't know if it's always meant to be that case, but it is what is happening in every single episode. Hopefully that doesn't turn out to be completely false in the end. It's completely possible that one of them was a body double corpse. I guarantee the identities of all identified corpses. Therefore, there was no body double tricks. Then I can explain with the simultaneous murders. Each of three had a gun pointed at the other in a clockwise pattern, and they blew each other's faces off at the same time. After that, Marie collected those guns and hid them. I see Oh my god, Balor's doing the fucking theory I did, where it's just a case of, I don't actually believe this to be the case, but fuck it, throw it at you so you have to try and deny it. Oh my god, Balor's actually fucking matured. I love this shit. This is fucking great! How about that? What a ridiculous argument! I like it! Then what about Natsu in the end? I shall add to the red truth. Natsu's death was a homicide. There are no corpses unknown identity, and all the survivors have alibis. Well, Cannon wasn't a corpse. There's her answer. You can explain with an indirect murder by Trap X. Something was done to Aunt Natsu's gun. You explained that if it was a trap gun, Bill just sent a bullet right to the border and anyone would try to hold it up and shoot it. The bullet fired on Natsu's forehead was not fired from Natsu's gun. There's a possibility that Aunt Natsu was lured out by that letter of unknown contents. And she was caught out into the hall. Then she was forced into standing at a specified location at a specified time and murdered by some Trap X, which is a gun that had been installed there beforehand. Splendid! Your absurd arguments even feel pleasurable to me now. Balor's finally done it. We're on the same wavelength as Balor. He's on the same wavelength as us. Let's do this, Balor! Let's go! I should surrender the first game to you out of respect. Even if Cannon died, the body could still be moved around as Beatrice, Shannon, and Cannon effectively become Balor's 18th person X. Yep, which is very interesting to consider. I am impressed. Man, this is fun as shit. And there isn't even any gameplay. The incident beat made a defeat in the first game. The stakes of Blue Truth won again pierced her chest, letting out a terrible sound. Episode 1 done. Let's keep going. This much won't stop me. It's not over yet. Episode 3 is really the easiest one though overall. I'm curious how that's gonna go. Come, the second game. Pio just barely pulled the stakes that pierced her chest out. But even though there was no hole behind, it seemed to be a deep wound that let out a massive amount of blood. An intense pain of equal measure tormented her. Pio grinned, grinding her teeth, and pushed for the next game to start. The locked room chain is definitely the hardest of them all to get done. You have to kind of assume that all of them stepped inside and all of them died via a trap, which is a very fucking weird thing to have happen. Except I think it was Red Truth that there were no traps in that game, if I remember correctly. So all of them accidentally killed themselves. Some fucking ow. Or one of them did. Some fucking ow. If Shannon and Cannon were the Cobra, they could have just faked their deaths. Yep. Shannon and Cannon were both in it. Even if the deaths were fake, there's still 2 bodies. We'll see. We only have for episode 1 that there are no fake bodies in that episode. Let's see if she reuses that truth in episode 2. But I won't feel any sympathy. Despite her existing there, we will be killed and made to suffer over and over. Andrew will be burned with a future of isolation. That is correct. Just by me being here and laughing, that her hell will continue. I will not give you back your sister. She can spend 1,000 years crying over the family that is never to return. Bastard!
情けも容赦もしねえぜ。第2のゲームだ。行くぜ。
No pity, no mercy. Here goes the second game.
まずは最初の事件。
I'll start with the first crime.
6人が殺さ
I
れ
already
た
saw through the locker room murder where the 6 were killed in the chapel at the
当
time.
時の俺がすでにカンパしている。マリアの鍵を
Someone secretly borrowed Maria's key and secretly returned to Maria's back after the crime was
事件終了後
over.
に密かにマリアのカバンに戻したんだ。
From the time Maria received her key to the instant Rosa unto the envelope the next day, the key did not pass into anyone's hands.
ジジイの主催と同じ構造で
There's a possibility that the door to the chapel was an auto lock just like Graham's
オー
study.
トロックだった可能性がある。つまり
In other words, it was unlocked before the crime with a rock or something wedged
扉
into
が
it,
閉まりき
so
ら
it
ないよ
couldn't
うに
close
石で
completely.
も挟んでおいた。そして
Then, they gave the key to Maria. It is some tight timing, but if you have Nanjo working with you, Victor, in all cases, it doesn't really make it much as a problem. Remember, Nanjo, I think Nanjo was alive in that one, so he could have helped. Nanjo could have been the one who guided them, honestly. Or, well, the key order was chosen, so... Actually, it was guaranteed that people were going to go in a certain order to the rooms because of the keys. They found one key there, then they found the next key to go to another place. So actually, I think the parlor was even the first location, so there was actually plenty of time to get to Cannon, I think. Interesting.
施錠はオートのため鍵は必要なかったとの仮説もあり得る。
Because the lock was automatic, it's possible to make the theory where the key wasn't needed. No door with an lock exists other than Kinzo's study.
扉は犠牲者たちが内側から閉めたんだ。
There's only a locked room that's easily accessible from the outside by breaking a window. Yes! So in theory, it was the perfect room for them to open up first. Victims locked the door from the inside. One of the 6 was a cover, and this person killed the other 5, then pretended to be dead. The 6 were all already dead by the time they were discovered. All of their deaths were homicides. All the 6 were pure victims, did not take part in a mutual murder. There's no simultaneous mutual murders.
熊沢さんをはじめ
There existed humans who know about the time, e.g. Kumasawa-san. We assume that such a person killed the 6 and was hiding inside, then there are no problems. There was no one hiding in that chapel. Therefore, your killer hiding in the building locked room scenario does not hold. What's wrong? You show me a battler. Is that all? It's not so easy once you get to the second game, right? Tremendous exchange of red and blue truth. The stakes and wedge of blue truth I sent flying darted at Beto, one after another, and one after another Beto cut them down with a red truth, a red treasure sword, knocking them out of the air. The blood she had lost for the first game was probably awful. This intense exercise was putting her under even greater strain. You can see her breath growing ragged. That's why I can't hold back now. I'll corner that witch! This time, I'll break through her! Not done yet. Yeah, that's no good. No goddamn good at all! My twisted logic isn't finished yet. Now what about this? The food they were given had small bombs in it would explode from inside their stomachs. You're not wrong about the twisted logic, Battler. Holy shit. In other words, the crime is possible through Trap X. The deal is a bomb that they could swallow without noticing and that you blow over the stomachs is a devil's proof. I mean... He refuses to fucking explain! And I'd like to see Mito's red truth this be. What the fuck, Battler? What the hell is that? Small bombs! The video failed to knock down the blue reds and flew an angle like a curveball. I'll fucking take the hit for laughing at that shit. And let out a loud thunk and gouged itself deeply into your left shoulder. This is exactly the kind of bullshit I was suggesting originally, so I'm fucking... Honestly, I love it. I love it because in episode 2, once we got to Red Truths, I was already suggesting this kind of bullshit of just like fucking throw whatever you got on the wall until you can't use a red truth. You get your you use a red truth to deny something? Take another fucking absurdity. Keep going until you got yourself a rune painted red and see the truth that way. However, despite being on the receiving end, it seems you couldn't stop laughing at how much of a curveball it was. Yeah, no wonder even I'm amazed how screwed up this reasoning is. Ha! Laugh as much as you want. Is there a problem with that? None! Your what arguments are my pleasure! And the next locked room with the chest gun cannon? No problems there! The guard was one of the servants that could have used a master key! Holy shit, he's doing it! Battle's actually acknowledging that one of the servants could have done it. Because remember, episode 2's major problem? He refused to acknowledge that anyone could have done the crimes, including the servants. He's actually fucking doing something about it now. It's not even a locked room. After that, there was an attack in the servant room from a mysterious person who seemed to be Canon. Nanjo and Kumasawa were killed, right? I already declared Canon's death and red before that time. Then, who was that Canon? Canon's death was declared with the red. There's no way he was alive. Therefore, there's a chance there was someone else in disguise that would make the group that was attacked mistake this person for Canon-kun. They would never miss anything about another person as Canon. You're right, because it was canon, except it was Shannon who was canon. Things get fucky-wucky occasionally. Then, just like the heredity of Kinzo's name, there's possibly that Kinzo's name was inherited by someone. Oh, he's still under the I forgot. Battler's still under the mistaken expression that Kinzo's name might actually be something passed around. Whoops. You can suppose that Kanon was killed. A different person could see his name and that person attacked him. That was a fancy scene, though, so the servants could have been lying. Not at all wrong there, Victor. Very good observation. It sounded like one of them being squashed right now, and the blue wedge was buried deep into Bito's left flank. Wait, left flank? Hey, where have they been falling so far? Oh my god, is this fucking following the epitaph where she's getting hit? I can't look at it right now for obvious reasons, but I think where she's getting hit is following the fucking epitaph. God damn it. Looks like she felt that one. Maybe it hit her in a bad spot. After laying over and moaning for a while, she left it off as though trying to make it seem like no big deal. Yeah, I can tell. That must have hurt like a bitch. None of them have hit her head so far. That'll probably be the last one. Once again, you said it's some human as a covert as if it were nothing. You're truly gabbing on about things you would never say on the game board in a million years. But it is valid. Your verbal assault tickles me. Such pleasure. This is not pain. It is pleasure. Immediately how the wedge that pierced her was blasted away. The wound remained, giving you tormented her with intense pain. You ready? I'll keep going. The blue truth given to the farmers, the second game, 3 people who died in Natsu's room should be valid even with the 18th person denied. Do you have any counter arguments for that in red? If not, the second game is all mine too. No, nothing. It would be no fun at all to fight over such trivial matters. You may have it. You may have the second game. He was getting in a bit of pain, ain't she? And she made a defeat in the second game. The time two blue stakes gouged through Bito's chest, which is lungs were gouged in her intestines, which is face twisted in anguish. Her body twisted as she gasped in pain. Does it hurt? Hurt? No, this is just tickles. You're having your entire body turn a bitch and turn to pop scrap meat like your sister, that is. I'll make you scrap meat too, then you two suddenly can be all mixed together like ground beef and pork. Oh, you get it, Victor? Nanjo and Kumasawa died at the fake Ken's hands, but the bodies were found too later. One of them could have gotten a key from Grozen to the Natsu's room killing. Yep. Their bodies were never found initially, which means they're able to be killers. It's very helpful. Don't think Genji had an alibi for that time either? I can't remember exactly, but yeah, there's a lot of possibilities of human killings. I'll beat you to death. I'll take you to fix the same way. Next!
第3の
Third
ゲーム
game!
いつまで
Come
へ
on,
ば
where's
って
your
やがれ
energy?
てめえを地獄
This is
に
where I knock you down to hell!
これからだ
Naturally. As if I could let this wear me out. Yes, it is so far from over. Come, let's begin the third game, starting with the first 6 linked locked rooms. You penetrated the locked room at the time, and by rights it should have been remained that way. But then you went and killed off Kinzo. At the time, I hypothesized that Gramps was the culprit. After killing the other 5 and shredding the keys across each room, he constructed his own locked room in the boiler room, where in the middle of carrying out some kind of scheme, he had an accident which resulted in him burning to death in the boiler. Now I've gotten to declare that Gramps was already dead. I've denied my own theory. The irony. The servants, Nanjo could have been responsible for that one too, and then Genji killed Kumasawa and Nanjo outside after, where the bodies were never found, as he was alone was left of that group. Yep. It's really easy to work out. Like, I'm assuming you're looking back on the story during this time, Victor, which is like, oh god, I'm so happy to have someone in fucking chat who's able to look back on the story, and while I'm reading this shit out, it helps so much in piecing the mystery together. Thank you so much for being here. However, there's no problem. There are plenty of people who could have committed the crime beside Gramps. You even claim that adults who were in the middle of failing crimes at the time were all in on it, and committed the crime together. All 5 master keys were discovered in each of the pockets of one of the servants. The room keys were found inside envelopes alongside the corpses. In short, all keys related to the linked locked rooms were locked inside the linked locked rooms. No key could be returned outside the room using cracking a door, cracking a window, or a vent, or any place of the sort. Then they were killed with poison gas. Holy hell, Balor's really coming up with the right answer to the wrong questions. Yeah, no, it's incredible. He does a great job at helping us out in the ways that are completely unintentional. You know, the key couldn't pass through, gas could, right? The murder was carried out from outside the locked room. Didn't we say in episode 3 that that wasn't the case, though? Or am I going crazy? All of them had fatal wounds that appeared to be gunshot wounds. Burning them outside the room would have been impossible. I should say one more time with Red. When the 5 other than Kinzo were killed, the killer was always in the same room as them. How are you clear Red at the time that there were no suicides? Out of the murder of each person in the respective rooms, the culprit constructed a linked locked room. There's no way for the culprit to return the key for the last room still inside of the locked room. But they did manage to return it. Also, Beto admitting to the gunshot wound, she's getting pretty flustered too. Yeah, no, it's incredible. The first to discover corpses had to pretend to find the key and pull it from the corpse's pocket. A very good theory. The door. He's using the idea that I was having for the fisherman here. Oh, this is fucking great. She can take totally block that blue stakes retorts. Beto pushed back by the blue wedges, unleashed one after another. Beto finally failed to block one, and once again took a severe wound. As she howled in pain, she got out of the blue wedge that pierced her right arm. And once again, everything becomes so much easier once you start suspecting everyone. Yeah, it's a fucking horrible thing to do in some ways, but yes, it's so much easier once you just think everyone's guilty. Episode 2 to 3, Bal really tied his hands behind his back. Yeah, it's extremely. It's like, it's insane how much he was fucking holding back by his own morals. Which, it sounds really bad to say it's good he's abandoned them, but like, it is. His entire body been slashed and pierced with blue wedges, stakes, and blades over and over again. And by now, her whole body was covered in blood. But even so, Ito grinned, cackled as though she was enjoying it. How can a man who promised to come home to Angie with their parents think of a theory where those parents are the culprits? Episode 4 is where the real Umineko begins. It was like it. Fine by me, that's just fine by me, you know. You can be a big, happy family getting their heads dirty with mass murder. Who turned Angie stained with blood that would never come off. It was the money that set you off to the path of heuristic suspicion. The moment it was like, oh yeah, Nanji's family was given 100 million yen after the fact. Yeesh. But also good. Isn't that perfectly fitting for the survivors of the Witch's Land? Just like that mincemeat Angie! Shut up! I'll kill you! I'll tear you apart! Don't worry about begging for life, but make sure you get the worst kind of death by my very own hands! Yes, you're capable of it, I'm sure. I trust you give me an end fitting for a witch who has explored the depths of cruelty over 1,000 years. Oh, will it hurt? Will it be hard to bear? Or will it just tickle? Come on, Ushiro me a bad love! There are still mysteries left! You already countered my first very powerful move, the 18th person X. And making a number of people on the island 17. But just limiting the number of people to 17 doesn't overturn the theory that Aunt Eva is the culprit. And Chris was the murders in the third game with that theory. Love dripping from all over the body of the great golden witch. As scoring her, and this time complete without mercy. This is a game played only to determine a winner and a loser. Yeah, we're not playing around here. Even just playing and fighting like this lays the trip home. In isolation, Angie will continue to have her heart torn apart by loneliness and sadness. I have to go back to Angie as fast as I can. You're a mess. Are you at death's door? This is still far from affecting me. Something like this. It merely tickles. Guess I don't need to show you any mercy. You were never going to in the first place. I'm going all out. I suggest you do. In a rose reverse, I showed you no mercy. So you should do the same, given the chance. Otherwise, I'll call another Iceland Angie from a different world. And this time I'll tear off her arms and legs, stick her with a spear, and roast her, okay? Shut up! Never again. Not my family. Not my relatives. Or any of the servants. Never again when you make any of them your toys. Or I broke through all the mysteries of the fourth game of the Blue Truth. The only one left is the very last one for the third game. Only the murder of Dr. Nanjo. Oh, have I already been cornered so far? I am in a precarious state, aren't I? Cough violently, spitting up blood. Her insides have been punched through so many times. It's only natural.
ということは
Means that the mystery of Dr. Ron's murder is the last line of defense for you being a witch, right?
お前が魔女であることの最後の防衛戦ってことになるな。
It would seem so. If this is broken, it will mean that all my mysteries have been broken. Unless I counter one of your truth with some new red truth to present a new mystery. I will die.
追い詰められて偶然の灯
I don't like someone who's back to the edge of the cliff.
まだ何か
You have some kind of hidden pitch up your sleeve, right? Well, I don't know about that. I've already tired of life too long after 1,000 years. I started thinking it might be so bad to have this life ended by a worthy adversary like you. I'm at the very end of it all. You can do that, I hope. Do it. Come on. Kill me. I'm always the one killing, and I never had the experience of being killed. I've killed the 18 of you hundreds of times. I haven't been killed once, even myself. I want to experience it at least once myself. There's a graceless show of bravado, unchanged from before. Blood dripped from her mouth, her once beautiful dress was covered with hose. Blood poured from over her body, making her physical appearance look very different from her attitude. After she was starting to suffer from the shot she taken to the flank, like she was unconsciously clutching it, and lacked any style of grace. There's no room for compassion at this point. My family and I won't be released from this place, as long as she's alive. Until I defeat her, we won't be able to go home. In this world we live in, even people who see each other's enemies can come to understand each other if the situation changes. But absolute evil does exist. That is an evil which brings distortion by its very existence and spare no compromise. Just by existing, continuing to exist, it is evil.
お前を哀れには思わない。
I don't feel sorry for you.
お前が
Like you didn't feel sorry for any of
俺
us.
たちの誰にも憐れまなかった容疑。
Well, of course. All of you are just pieces in the game. It's just unbelievably fun to think about which 6 to kill in the beginning, how to kill the next 2. Now think about it, George's death is brutal in the episode 3. If Shannon was the killer, it puts the whole resurrection scene in context. She appeared and that was what lured George in. Oh, wow. Wow, that's a really dark interpretation. That's fucking horrible. Oh, but yes, there's no way in my mind at all that George was killed by Eva. Like, there's no reason she would ever kill George. And whether I can find a much more grotesque way of killing you, see? Come on, Butler. I'll reform a little, so forgive me this time, too. And then I'll change the method of killing something a little better, alright? I'll listen to how you want them to be killed and in what order, alright? It's so much fun toying with people's lives. I'm sure you can think of a way to turn Angie to post crab meat much more. Come on, battler. Try to exert the truth of Nanjo's murder! The 18th person X theory was destroyed. I won't give in. I'll stop that witch's breathing code. The end of the third game. It was declared in red that the four survivors at that point in time, Balor, Evan, Jessica, and Nanjo, were all unrelated to Nanjo's murder. It was also declared that he was murdered directly, right before his eyes. All the other people were the strongest alibi of having their deaths declared in red. Without using the 18th person X, I have to break through this. Think. Don't stop thinking. Her red doesn't only bite me, it's also supposed to be her weak points. Gotta somehow use it against her. That's right. There's still a gap. Yeah, this way I can break through it. The Beatrice's legend of the witch is over. True, the others were probably dead. However, the time which their deaths were declared in red was not the instant Dr. Nanjo died. Hey, it's the logic I was using before! Their deaths were not declared red until after Nanjo's death. Oh my god, Balor finally fucking realized it! Balor's not having a mental breakdown anymore, so he's not fucking unable to think like normal. Straight speaking, it was in the fight between me and Eva after Dr. Nanjo's corpse was found. In other words, if someone was alive at the time that Dr. Nanjo was killed, someone who was alive at the time that Dr. Nanjo was killed died before Eva proclaimed that death, and so right through that crack. In other words, it's like this. The cover was on those people who were not confirmed dead prior to Eva's declaration of the deaths. That person managed to skillfully play dead in the beginning and wait for us to leave them alone. They made us think that they had died, while their deaths still had to be declared in red. I don't think it could be Shannon in this case, admittedly, but maybe it could be. I'm not sure enough. Because Shannon was declared in red as dead, and so was Cannon, which we can take to mean that both personalities are dead, at the very least. But yeah, it's a bit confusing in that case. But I think we had Natsuki and Kraus are available, because their deaths weren't declared in red. I think one more person was not declared in red before. George, right. George wasn't declared in red at the time. Then they killed Dr. Nanjo, and after that they died for some reason. Then after that, Eva declared the death in red. That theory can explain Dr. Nanjo's murder. How's that, Beatrice? When he forcibly asked that question, though it sounded like it could only be likened to that of a compressor. Rudolph too? Ah, Rudolph was the other one. Thank you, Art. Yeah, you're going off the logic. Shannon dying doesn't actually kill the bodies, so Beatrice still able to use them or even resurrect them, like bringing Shannon back to life for George and Cannon for Jessica. Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah, no, that... I'm for that for now. A blue stake as thick as a log appeared from under the earth and secured the golden witch Bito, pulling her up into the air. Oh shit, new cutscene. Ugly tearing sounds rang out one after another. A blue stake or wedge appeared and impaled Beatrice's body. When that finally ended, her track form was exposed there, pincushioned by more than 10 stakes and wedges all over her body and dripping with blood. Dangling and crucified. You just have no idea why. Like, there's a lot of senseless brutality. Oh, yeah, no. Like, denying the witch is relatively easy compared to actually figuring out what the fuck happened. That's the big problem here. We still haven't found out the truth. Even after all this time, that suicide note from Beatrice in the very beginning, at the very end of episode 1, we've never been able to find out. We don't know what happened still. We don't know for certain. Episode 3 is like the closest we've been able to get to figuring out what happened, and even that's not very good. Wow, that is fucking... Wow, that is horrible. Holy shit. There's none of the dignity of the brutal witch who has sneered the honor of the dead and toyed with and killed hundreds of the living. That rain, which had started falling at some point, quickly tormented the crucified witch. The battler heaved with his breathing and waited for some kind of answer from the golden witch. Though it wasn't long. The witch had at least a little bit of time before she showed any signs of life. It hurts. It hurts.
Jigo.
God, what you deserved.
お前が殺めてきた人々の痛みの位
A
置
portion of the pain of all those you murdered.
思い知れ
And as he said that, it seemed like Battler had lost a little of his forcefulness at this extremely pitiful sight. He could not but avert his eyes from the wound exposed in such a brutal fashion. Even if she was his enemy. But even so, unless he destroyed Beatrice, battle... It wouldn't end. Battler, I beg you. Oh, she actually is crying. Holy shit. Huh? You don't let out a sob. It hurts. It really hurts. End it. End it. Even now, I still... I can't die. It hurts so goddamn much. And I still can't die. I'm really sad because it's really becoming more and more obvious that Beto's just a fucking suicidal person who's gone through some shit. Like, Battler is almost bullying a suicidal person, and that's really sad, especially because Battler does not understand at all. What are you asking me to do? End it. Release me from this pain. And we're right back to this entire thing sounding like a suicide declaration. Like she's on the edge of a cliff and saying, I'm going, and like Balder's grabbed her before she fell or something, and he's like, okay, I've got you. And it's like, Balder, please, just, kill me. I don't want this pain of living anymore. God, I can't help but see it like that, and this just makes it even fucking worse. Yu's expression was a soggy mess of blood and tears. Something about it had been tricked by her at one point. Well, he probably could have suspected her expression and even her tears of being an act. However, Balder believed those tears. After all, those tears had the red of truth mixed in with them. What do I do? What do I have to do to end your pain? I'm going to lay everything bare. It will be my heart. Your heart? Kill me! Beto. Ew. Just let me die. Were those tears of pain and torment, or else? Either way, that pitiful expression. It's painful battle to look at, even after burning with such anger. Oh, wrong expression. Quickly,
ところに
No. Go back to Angie.
帰るためじゃない。
Not so that I can go back.
お前の痛みを止めるために。
I'll grant your requests
お前の願いを
in order to
聞
stop your pain. Thank you. Adler. Oh. With the last breaths, you summoned up all of her remaining strength. She managed to close both her hands into fists. The raw light began to gather those fists. Then she lifted her arms, as though wishing for something from heaven. I know. You can kill me. Everything I am. My heart. Crush it. Pierce it. Okay. The red light around both her arms got stronger and stronger. Please. She got that far into that word. Then her face tilted to the side a bit. Her right arm lost its light and flopped down. Her left arm alone did not lose its light. It remained held up towards the heavens. Then, before Battler's eyes, another beetle appeared with a faint form, transparent like a curtain. Now you have to wonder what her version of winning is. Battler saying he loves her. Or Battler coming back there and saving her, or something like that, probably. Which can't happen, obviously, so it sucks for her. The Kursai Beetle already lost consciousness. However, the newly appeared faint beetle quietly looked at me, her eyes expressionless, and spoke in an uncharacteristically polite tone. Ushiromiya Battler, I will now kill you.
それで
And right now, there's no one other than you on this island. The only one alive on this island is you. Nothing outside the island can interfere. I understood. So the only thing left keeping Beatrice a witch, the final mystery. Vito was holding it out to me, entreating me to solve her final mystery and kill her.
来いよ。
Come on,
お前の最後の謎。
I'll accept
俺が
the
受け取
final
って
mystery.
この島に
You are all
あ
alone
な
on
た
this
は
island,
たった一人。そして
and
も
of
ちろん
course, I am not you.
私はあなたでは
Oh,
ない。
we've actually got that in red. Oh, fuck.
私は今
And here I am now, and about to kill you.
これ
南條先生殺しの謎の
Like a souped up version of Dr. Nandra's mystery. Well, I mean, this battler probably still isn't real, admittedly, but like... I mean, this battler probably isn't real. I have my doubts about that for very obvious reasons, but like... Yeah, I mean, I'm surprised that I actually got confirmation that like, oh yeah, they're not the same. That a battler and Beto aren't the same. Okay.
それで
So...
私は
Who
誰
am I?
それが
That
お前
Your
の最
final
後の
question?
出題なのか。
私は
Who
誰
am I? Then, Beatrice slowly approached me and held me expressionless. Yeah, okay, Beto, I'll kill you. Slowly, I too held her hand. Then my piece left the game board. What do you mean? Wait, hold on. Died in 1998. Wait, did you see that shit? It just said up there, Angie died in 1998. What the fuck? No, go back up there. I fucking saw that for a split second. Angie died in 1998? What the fuck? So that was just pure copium for her? She didn't fucking... That scene with the sniper shit was just pure copium? She actually fucking blew up? Fuck. Oh, yeah, can I move on to the question marks? Is it short enough that I can get it done in this before like 12:30? Because I feel like I should end this off before the end. Yeah, it's Porade short. Got it. No burning for Miracle Jump. Yeah, I assume that was... I'm curious if she actually died there or if she died back at the, on the island. Also, after question mark, do you want me to post a link to the Answer Core Arc PS3 opening? Not yet, Rush. We can do that for when we actually... Alliance of the Golden Witch, when we actually start that time. So, interesting episode, huh? Yeah, Oh, God, I want people to be able to watch the Answer Arc. I'm going to have to fucking summarize the entirety of these 4 episodes. Can I do that under an hour? Fucking hope so. You know, guys, we're going to be taking a break when we finish the Answer Arc. So great to know that I am... Oh, God, we're going to take a break and I'm going to have to fucking go through so much work. Kill me. Oh, really? Look. Mostly I'm going to be taking the... I want that week. Partially so I can work on making a video to, like, actually get people go through. But also because, Jesus Christ, I need to fucking let my brain rest and think about everything we've got. There is so much to consider. Oh, we're in a fragment, okay. I can't pronounce that number. Scattered over the big bed were cute jelly beans of various colors. And chocolate coins. A fork was stuck into the shortcake peeing out of a gift box. And there were decanters with drinks of various colors lined up on the side table. Honestly, embarrassed to admit this, Victor, I probably would have come up with something equally ridiculous if it meant getting my fucking win. I'm sorry. But the venomous color of the drink poured into the glass matched none of the decanters. I brought even playing around mixing them together. They stayed aside, there was a lot of fun to do. On top of the fluffy bed were several colorful big pillows stuffed with dreams. And on this big bed that looked like something out of a child's dream world, Brinkesto lay face down. And I am to doubt I lay face up, hugging a pillow and relaxing. Golden land. That was a real rush, wasn't it? I got really anxious when you said she stopped the game. What a rude witch to start a game with this skill and try to end it by throwing it away. Sure, you mean throwing it on the wall and see if it sticks? Valor just needs to rapid fire theories and use red truths as a way of narrowing it down. Yep. Wasn't Angie a good piece? Hibio ran for it, and he dragged her back and made her resume the game.
バトラをやる気にさせすぎちゃったのはさすがに参ったけどね。
Too bad she gave Balor a little bit too much enthusiasm, though.
バトラは情に
But she knew Balor is weak against emotions.
確かに。
No kidding, do you see his breakdown in most of the episodes?
あいつ。
Look, he might even go easy on his enemy Beto.
手加減しかねない雰囲気があったわね。
前回の流れから
Based on the previous game, I was uneasy that he might start to feel compassion Beto and take the game in an odd direction.
危惧してたの。エンジェはバトラがゴールを
Angie was a trump card to get Balor back on track if and when he mistook his goal.
本当はもっとサポートさせて。それから
In truth, I wanted to have her support him a little more before playing her out.
いきなり切らされたわ。
She really did play and discard him herself straight away. That Sakura thing was clever, even after you spotted it, you didn't see the choice in the background there, you were completely blind to it and you really pointed it out. Oh yeah, no, the only reason I noticed after someone said look to the left was I fucking for some reason remembered Sakura's little thing at the end of his tail. I don't know why I remember that, but I'm happy I did.
仕込みに随分かかった駒なのに。
What a waste for a piece that required so much preparation. I'm so glad I shackled her with that robot not giving her name.
あれを設けなかったら兄弟タッグ大活躍でペアとはあっという間に飲み込まれてゲームエンドだったわ。
I hadn't set that up. The predecessor tag team would have swallowed Beto whole in the blink of an eye.
一気に畳みかけるチャンスかと思ったんだけど。
I thought it was my chance to apply a lot of pressure at once too.
あんたのマークがきつくてうまくいかせなかったわ。
But you were watching her so closely I couldn't make the best use of her.
ああ、もったいない。
What a waste of a piece.
当然でしょ。あんな
Oh
ずるい
yeah!
駒
That piece was super OP! I needed her out of there like yesterday!
まあ結果的にゲーム中断を阻止する活躍をしてくれたしそれは私にとっても助かる
Well, yeah, you did a good job of preventing the game from being suspended, I guess, and that helps me out too.
互いの利害が
Action and matching both our interests! She really was a wonderful piece.
本当に素晴らしい駒だったわよ。
バトラと同じで単純な子だったから簡単
She
に
was an
私の
innocent
言
kid
い
like
なりにな
Balor,
って
so it
く
was
れ
easy to
た
get her due, as we said.
駒にするな
An Indian or impulsive type, one of those two is always best for a piece.
ああ、本当に惜しい駒だった
That piece really could have been so much more.
その子も今じゃひき肉
And now she's mincemeat! Hey, let's make hamburgers out of that later
そ
on!
れでハンバーグ作りましょうよ。あ、餃子の
Oh,
方
I
が好き
do
だ
like gyoza more!
妹は
I wonder what Louis' sister tastes like! It's so funny!
あんた
Is it really okay right for you to be so relaxed?
エンジェの
Balor got fired up thanks to you, Angie.
ベアともう
He started going after being like Madman, and now the game is taking a big turn to my advantage, I'd say.
展開だと思うけどというかバトラ
In fact, didn't Balor just solve almost all the mysteries so far?
謎を解いちゃったんじゃない
Nope. No, he hasn't. He's accidentally stumbled upon answers to quite a few things, but he's not asked the right fucking... He asked the right questions for the wrong answers, and it's fucking... Ah.
はあ
Huh?
とんでもない
Not even close!
バトラの
Also,
青
Balor's
信じて
Bluetooth is
ほとんど外れ
wrong!
てるわよ。ベアとのぬるい
He was wishy-washy and read through this faux-of-hose.
多少は
And would have a bringer slip through easily just by rattling off some random BS.
並べりゃ簡単にすり抜けられるわ。ああ、本当にイライラしたわよ。
Ah, that really ticked me off!
私だったら
That meant he made sure to cut down every one of those things with the
繰り
red!
返してるわ。
あらそうだったの
Oh, really?
私は
I was under the impression that those were all the correct answers. Well, of course, I did my suspicion of all this stuff to do with swallowing small bombs.
バトラの青き真実だって
About this Bluetooth? I thought more even valid.
ベアとは
You start taking clear within the first game. She guarantees the identities of all unidentified corpses.
保証するこれによりバトラの
That breaks Balor's reason of the culprit of Eva Hideyoshi locked for murder being someone who used a fake
偽装
corpse.
死体を演じた何者かという推理は破られてるのよ次にボイラー室
Next, he said Cam said that the boy was probably an accident, but
自分の
what kind of accident could end up with him driving a snake into his own chest?
バッカじゃない
How dumb is that? Well, I mean, here's a question for you.
私が赤き宝
Let's say the red treasure sword or whatever.
カノンは事故死では
Canon did
ない
not die in an accident.
その次
The
は
next one, the murders of the three, including Genji and the partner? How that was a simultaneous murder where they shot each other in a clockwise pattern at the same time is laughable.
相打ち殺人も滑稽だわ源氏
Genji, Kumasawa, and Nanjo were not killers.
最後の夏日殺しのトラップ X も
Ken is exceptionally clumsy. I mean, I was just thinking about it now. It's a case of like, if Kennen tries to kill themselves, then partway through decides not to, would that even count as murder? Also, Kennen didn't die then. All methods of death were listed off, and none of them are there, so like, Kennen didn't die. Got it.
夏日を射殺したのはトラップじゃなくちゃんと銃を
The thing is, the final trap X for Nazi's murder is rigged up too. The thing that shot Nazi was a trap is a real shooting murder with a gun raised and trigger pulled. My condolences!
あんたダメよ
Stop that.
そんなこと
I wasn't say something like that in red.
あの子
That kid's trying to make it so that she killed Natsuki by mounting Natsuki's bullet back at her with magic.
ってことにしてるんだから
Oopsie! You're right. I forgot.
第二のゲームの
Emily's Bluetooth the second game were too naive.
礼拝堂
Well, the saints are murdering the chapel. The culprit is inside the chapel.
礼拝堂内
Yeah, and they hid in the secret room. Duh.
あいつ何でもかんでもトラップ X で説明しよう
Hey,
とす
we're
る
not
の
actually having a problem with this revelation. It actually kind of helps. Because there's a hidden room, theoretically. Which is not an entrance, because it does not lead outside. It is a dead end. I honestly don't know if that logic works for saying there are no hidden passages, but I'm going to fucking use it.
トラップ X って何よ変なミステリー
What the heck is Trap X? Some weird mystery novel cliché?
使用人室で南條と熊沢が殺された
The incident where Nanjo and Kumasawa were killed in the servant room? To say that someone inherited Canon's name.
カノンの名を名乗る
The
こ
only
と
one
が
who
で
can
き
go
るの
by
は
the name Canon is the
本
person
人のみ
himself.
異なる人間
Not
が
like
名
we
乗
can
ることは
adopt
で
that
きない
name. Oh, great. Good to know that that doesn't actually mean shit when their canon is two people.
夏日の部屋のローザから
That theory about borrowing the magic in Rosa for Nazi's room is also worthless.
ローザがマスターキーを
As the Master Games came into Rosa's control, never did any of them leave her
彼
hands.
女の手を離れていない夏日の部屋を
Except for the time when she let one to Ballard and unlock Nazi's
バトル
room.
に貸し出した際を
Okay,
除いてね
that one does complicate things slightly.
まだまだ続くけど
I could go on, but this is enough for just a quick look, I guess.
軽くも何も
A quick look? You just denied Balor's red truths for the first and second game across the board.
真実のけしちゃったじゃないあらあ
My, my.
らなんてこ
What a thing.
とバトラがそれを
Ballard
聞
would faint
い
if he
たら
heard that.
そっとしちゃうわね
ね
What if it was a fucking grenade? What if it was... You remember how they went into that room to get something Natsui had? What if it turned out to be a fucking grenade and they accidentally set it off? What was some shit like that?
see?
ベアとは全然追い詰められてなんかいないのよ。
Vito wasn't crying at all.
あの子
I always thought she was a pretty good
やっぱりなかな
actress.
かの役者だわ。きっと今回のゲームでは
I'm sure the plan is to make it look like she got cornered this game.
してみせて次のゲ
And
ー
then
ム
sometime next game, switch! It's just like it happened with a single red stroke and make Bowser's eyes
バ
pop
トル
out.
をびっくり仰天させる作戦でしょうよ。
And then I'm sure she'll say with a huge grin on her face. So Puna's saying it's interesting that being Vito's patron, Lambda seems to access all the truth that Vito knows. Yep.
魔女はピンチ
A witch is
になんか
never
なり
in
ましょ
trouble. Then that whole tragic feeling as though Vito was getting cornered was on act.
全部演技なの？
そうに決まってるじゃない。
Obviously!
あいつ本当に大女優よね。
She really is a great actress. Even though she wasn't cornered, it felt like the last episode climax put everyone else to
最終
shame.
回顔負けのクライマックス感だったわ。今年の助演女優賞は
She's only winner for Best Supporting Actress of the Year.
もちろん主演は私だけど、
Oh, but of course, I'm the star.
ベルンでもいいわよ。
Or you could be Bird.
私を殺し
At the end, she said things like kill me and laid out a big riddle.
最後に大きな謎を出したわよ。それを解かれたら
Wasn't that her last stand? With Peter to be finished off for good if that riddle was solved.
や
Go away, you were tricked too, Burn.
あんなの
That wasn't even close to a last stand.
ベアとはね
You saw some hellish brutal moves she's keeping hidden.
手を温存してるわ。最後の
And when she stuck out both her arms to get a final riddle, you know, so she brought her right arm back down.
右腕だけ下ろしたの気づいてた？
ああ、そういえば
Now that you mention it,
あれはそういう意味
that's what
だ
that meant.
そういうわけ。
Sure is.
あの子はま
She
だ
has plenty of hidden moves left.
そして何も謎は解かれちゃいない。
And none of the mysteries have been solved.
それをまるで
The tension is though she's been completely seen through, and it was like, tune in next time for the final
テン
episode.
ションにしちゃうなんて。つくづくあの子
She
は演
really
技
is a
の天才よ
genius at acting.
早くバトルをどん底に
I
叩き
can't
落
wait
と
to
す
see her
ところを
knock
見てや
Bowser
りたい
down to
わ。
rock bottom.
あの子、前回のゲームの北
She's really taking that soon soon and dairy dairy strategy from the last game, I think. Yeah, that complicates things a lot with that locked room, because it is then a true locked room mystery, and that makes things fucking hard as shit. Like, okay, so it was a real locked room, then how do they all die? The answer is there must have been a means inside the room to be killed by already. Something in the room could have killed them all. Which, in that case, like, was the mirror actually like a trap? Like, was it a trap actually or some shit ridiculous like that? I don't know. I don't know why it would be, but that's like one of the things I can think about.
バトラ、きっとまた
I bet Valor sympathized Vito again and fought for it completely.
女の涙は一粒で男を
Someone's tear can trigger a man after all. So that's valuable, don't you think?
男よね。
バトラ
I wonder if Valor will get caught up by that move again.
二度と同
I
情
must
し
do
な
my
い
part too and light a fire under Valor to never feel sympathy for her again.
当分は
Although Angie's Mint Swing seems to have done that pretty well for the time being.
エンジ味のハンバーグでパワーアップ。
A power up from an Angie flavor hamburger? Yeah, you're not wrong there, Victor. It's complicated, and we really do need a list of all the red truths from the episodes because, God, they're all important for figuring out everything per episode.
もちろんこっちも負けないわよ。
Of course, I won't be beaten either.
ここからバトラと拮抗するくらいに盛り返せるよ。
I'll be giving Vito my full support so she can make enough of a comeback to compete with Valor.
負けないわよ、ベアとは。
She won't use Vito.
負けたら素敵な罰ゲームがあるわ
I
よ。
mean, I threatened with a 1-0 penalty if she
脅
does.
してるもん。
Yes, that would be a wonderful arc. We'd all like that from the Discord. It'd be helpful.
あんたの罰ゲーム
Your penalties are
本気で
generally
シャ
no
レにならない
joke.
から
You should
少
go
し加減
easy,
した
a
方
little
がいい
easy.
わよ。
ベルに次に罰ゲームをできるときはこうしようって決め
I
てる
decided
の
what
が
to
ある
do
の。
next time I give you a penalty burn.
聞きたい聞きたい。
Wanna hear? Wanna hear?
嫌よ。
No.
もう聞いてよ。
Come on, listen.
あのね
Okay, here we go. Here we
ベ
go.
ルの
I like you in a wonderful, wonderful
素
castle.
敵なお城に閉じ込めてあげるの。そのお城
The
は
castle will be surrounded by pure white castle walls, 12 kilometers inside,
一辺は 12km。高さは
with a height of 10 meters.
魔法とズル
No
は
magic, no cheating allowed.
とても飛び
That's
越せ
really
ない
not
わよ
something you
ね。
can jump over, right?
14億4000万竜兵
1,440,000,000 meters squared.
話のうちが
You
よ
can stop there.
もう
I already know what you're going to say.
そこをね
That place is like getting buried gems, one every
宝
day.
石で埋めていくの。それで
And like you that into the castle walls and packed with them, and you've been buried to death with
そ
gems.
の宝石で埋め殺すの。素敵なロマンチックな
Isn't that a
罰ゲームでし
wonderful
ょ。
romantic penalty?
一辺を5倍にして
I'll let you multiply the length of the walls like 5. You make the height 1/10 its current height, and you can never shut me in it right now. And you can even shut me in it right now.
本当
Really?
36億竜兵にな
That'll
る
make
わよ。
it 3,600,000,000 meters cubed, you know?
罰ゲームが
That would take
倍以上
more than
の時間に
twice as
なるわよ。
long.
そんなにも長い
Ah,
間
you'll be my precious prisoner for such a long time.
ベルン大好き。
I love you, Bern. I really love you. Lambda playfully clung to Bern Kesso, who yawned, looking bored as she stroked the Delta under the chin as though playing with a cat.
ベルンはバトラの勝利にかけて
So
て
you're betting on Ballard to win.
私は二人が
I'm betting on the two of them getting draws forever.
かけてる。それで
Isn't anyone gonna bet on Beto to win?
かけてないの？
かけないわよ
It won't be me.
勝率ゼロだもん
Her chances of winning are 0.
奇跡の魔女。
Let's her to be told that Witch and Miracle there's a 0 chance of a miracle.
本当にお気の毒。私もかけ
I
ない
wouldn't
け
bet on
ど
her
ね
either, of course.
絶対。
For certain.
絶対の魔女に
It must be her to be told by the Witch's certainty that it's certainly no good as well. I mean, obviously, like, look, okay, that just kind of reinforces the theory that they're the same, actually. I know we got Red Truth, but, like, well, what the fuck does that mean? Is she never gonna win because she always wants to lose? I mean, I guess that would make sense. Unusually for them, they go together.
このゲームどういう決着に終
I
わ
wonder
る
what kind of conclusion this game's gonna have.
さすがにそれだけ
Now
は
that,
読め
at
ない
least, we can't predict.
だから楽
That's
しい
why
わ
it's
け
fun
で
after
す
all.
もう逃げも中断も許
I
さ
won't know how
ない
any more escape rings is in the game.
絶対にゲ
I'll
ー
make them
ム
new
を
game
続
for
けさせ
certain
る
and we'll let them run away.
これからどんな
I can't even imagine how things are gonna unfold now.
想像もつかないけれど絶対にありえない決着の
I
仕
do
方
know
だ
one
け
way
は
it's certainly
分
not
かる
going to end.
ベアトが勝って終わることだけはないわ
At the very least, we know it won't end with Beto's victory.
だって
I mean, think about it.
私もベルンも
Neither you nor
ど
I
っちも
have any Beto come out as a
か
winner.
けてないんだもんつまりベアトが勝ちそうになったら
Which means if it looks like Beto's gonna win, she'll be making enemies of both of us as great witches. That's a lot of red text. I assume it's a shit ton of red text. Jeez. Oh my fucking god, they're in text files. That's fucking horrific. Jesus Christ.
そういうことね
Pretty much.
私たちの
Our
力
powers are
が
most
最も
imbalanced only when
均
things
衡
are
する
somewhere between a draw and Balor's
引き分け
advantage.
とバトラ有利の中間で均衡している場合のみベアと有利に
It
傾
tips
き
too much
す
in
ぎれ
Beto's
ば
favor. Both of us will align along the same vector and drag Vito back.
ベアとを引きずり戻す。
So the instant Vito finds himself on top, have both of us as enemies to deal with.
まとめて敵に回すってことよ。ベルンと共闘。
A common front with Burn sounds fun!
ありがとう。
Thanks.
でも、
I'm not taking
コンペイトのお風呂
Kaito
には
Candy
一
bath
緒に
with you.
入らないわよ。
コンペイトのシャワー
Aww, I thought we could take a Kaito shower together.
とろけたマ
I
シュマ
cover
ロ
you
を
all
塗り
with
たくって
melted
あげるの。
marshmallows.
昨日、
That poor girl.
あの子は
She's a living toy.
私と遊ぶため
A
に
doll that you
涙
caught so that you could play with me.
生きたおもちゃ。お人形だわ。
Okay, by the way. Beatrice episode 2 in red. I keep my promises. God, being able to look back. Thank you, Ark. You've opened up Pandora's box for us. But it was already open. We just couldn't fucking look back inside. Not easily, at least. So, does this mean the witches are real, which is like Beto isn't a real witch, I guess? I mean, I buy it. I've never really been one to say witches aren't completely unreal. I just think witches were not involved in what happened to Rokujima at all.
私、お人形遊びは上手なの。
I'm good at playing with dolls.
ほんと上
I really
手
can play with them well, you know?
飽きずに一つ
I'm probably here to get hundreds of years of playtime out of a single toy without getting tired of it.
ある時は味方し、
You're allied sometimes, and opposed to at others.
永遠にもて
I'm
あ
with
そ
her
び
forever.
続ける。かわいそうに。
I feel sorry for her.
あの子はもう
That kid is our doll now.
私たちのお人形。
そういう
That's
ことよ
right. That kid is our
あの子も
doll.
私たちのお人形。私たち
No
二
end is
人の
prepared
望
for
む夏にしか
her, except the
用意
ones
さ
the
れて
two of
ない
us wished for.
つまり
So I can assured that this could only end with either an eternal draw because of me,
ベルに
or Beto being defeated and destroyed because of you.
滅ぼされるかでし
As far as this game ending with Beto's victory goes.
奇跡の魔女として
I will
宣
proclaim it
言
as
す
the
る。
Witch of Miracles.
なら私は
And I'll proclaim it as the Witch of
絶対の魔女として宣言
Certainty.
するわベアとは絶対に勝利できない
Beto certainly cannot win,
そして奇
and
跡
there'll be absolutely no
絶対に起こら
miracles.
ない。
Uh-oh, they're laughing. I'm not in control. Ah, piss off! I know you could see me. Piss off, you fucking gits. Okay! That's the fucking mystery arc done! It's fucking late as shit! I have to check out the things we unlocked still. And then I gotta fucking start editing. I have to record and edit together a fucking summary of... Oh god, you guys know the Umineko streams are gonna be placed with for the next week? Me fucking recording and editing together a fucking video. Kill me now. The tips for this episode too, yes. I'm going to have to work to... I'm going to spend the fucking week instead of playing Umineko working on an Umineko summary video for question art. Which will probably be really shittily done, but I think is very much required. Because fuck, I want people to watch this shit. Go to bed, Victor. Please, you can watch this part later. I mean, like... After tips, flip through the answer arc for a surprise? Okay. Ooh. Oh wow, we're even getting like proper credits this time.
Man, this shit is good. I like this shit overall. Like, I think my only real problem, I think like I have a couple chapters from the episodes where I don't like them, but otherwise, like, I think there might be at most like 5 chapters of the game I don't like, but otherwise, like, there's a lot of it I think everything else I like a lot. Like, the worst chapter I can think of off the top of my head is the Crow chapter, because that one's really unnecessary, but like, other than that, like, it's been fun. God, I know what I know, like fucking 12 hours of work. I think I can definitely get done a video summarizing the fucking question art, mostly because I'm going to just be ranting off memory and consulting quick looks. So like, I think that's gonna not be too hard, hopefully, and I'm gonna do it on stream to make sure I actually get it done. But like, fuck me. You've been waiting for like a month to post a meme? Oh God. Oh, I got a lot of work to do in the morning. Holy shit. By the way, this is legitimately really fucking good. Like, again, there's only like 5 chapters out of like over 30 where I'm like, I don't like these, they're bad. And I don't even know them off the top of my head, so like, fucking good job. Somehow more sad. Ah, so more Rosa for these episodes. Got it. Wait, what? Wait, what are you fucking doing here? Huh? Oh, okay. I guess this is unique to this version I'm playing. Okay. Neat. Head translator was fucking named Nox. God damn it. Motherfucker. Wow, Nox actually seems to have done a lot of work. Devo. Oh, that's a developers. Wait, I saw that. That's a developers. Like, devil. What? That's not ISO developers. What the fuck? Oh, I saw that. What? Got for like a split second. (2011 to 2020) Umineko project. God, this took a long time to make, huh? Oh, that's a nice new one. What's my trophies? Show me. I'm missing 2 somehow. Interesting. Okay, tips. This is always important. Mirage Sorcière. A Witch of the Alliance formed by Lady Maria, the Witch of Origins, and Lady Beatrice, the Endless Witch. The 2 of them created a groundbreaking new system of magic whereby granting Beatrice, whose magical power had been gone to decline, immense new magical power. You could say that it was through the formation of the Alliance that Beatrice gained the endless power in the true sense. Argo 1 requires members to accept each other as witches and respect each other's magics. At one point, young Angie was invited to the Alliance, which was later excommunicated. Okay, so that confirms that Maria is the one who made the Mirage Sorcière first. Got it. The foundation upon which to create magic. System magic. In particular, it refers to systems by whose shared usage magic power can be gained without conscious effort. You say that writing down their own system magic and leaving to future generations is one of which's life works. However, systems to regulate magical power are correspondingly difficult to comprehend, and shared usage of them is troublesome. As a result, none will appear to bear the burden. If a system's magical power is simple, there will be no difficulty sharing it, but as a result, the system will be reduced, having no greater effect than a simple good luck charm. And will be only forgotten. Leaving a system of magic for later generations will essentially maintaining that balance is a true joy of witchcraft. Oh yeah, check out Balor's death portrait? Don't worry, I will. Grimoire. In short, a grimoire is that in which the system of magic written down and transmitted to later generations. The most famous grimoire in the world today have a 2,000-year history and is still in circulation and is said to be continuing to acquire new alliance members even now. Is there anyone to speak the true name of that grimoire is simply called the book. As a witch, Beatrice holds the two titles of Endless and Golden. Because these are originally titles from a separate system of magic, it can be said that she possesses two systems. The Endless Witch has its foundations in endless creation as the root of her unmatched endless magical power. The Golden Witch has its foundation in magic realization. Her magic power makes the precious metals of fantasy manifest in reality, gives the miracle manifestation to all faint forms of magic. The two of these are polished even further through Mirage Saucier, evoking them to the system of magic called Endless Realization. In that sense, she should now be called neither the Endless nor the Golden Witch, but a new title that is fusion of the two. What? The definition of witch is vague, but the most accepted theory is that one is a witch at the point when they gain the power surpassing humans and able to use it freely. In the world, or possibly fragment, in which that can be free to use is called their territory. Most witches cannot leave their territory, but those who are capable of transcending its boundaries at will and wandering the fragments are called voyagers. In the story, Bernkestel and Lamdelta fall under these types. Worlds of different fragments and of fates and circumstances are called fragments, in which you are able to cross the ocean of endless fragments are called voyagers. There's also another name for a high-level witch, in which you are unable to leave their territories cannot compare with their power. However, perhaps because they do not have specific territories, their personal values are unstable and it's easy for their souls to become faint. As though it is not rare for voyagers to disappear like scraps of seaweed into the ocean of fragments. Their voyage has no endpoint, perhaps you could even say that it is a journey to escape an endpoint. Witches of a higher order than voyagers are called creators. Creators are sacred beings who can create one out of the sea of nothingness. They can give birth to one from zero, give birth to the endless, and then return to zero again in the... What? Haven't we fucking heard that before, or am I going crazy? I swear we've heard that comparison before. Am I going mad? In that sense, perhaps the witch of origin, Maria, who's promised to become a creator, may be called a chosen one. Oh, yeah, it was Maria. Okay, that makes sense. Voyagers fear that the end of their own journey is to become a creator, and that as to why they would be afraid of belonging to such higher order beings, none can understand except they themselves. Okay, interesting tips. Character time. Episode 4 characters. Let's check. Kill. 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 Same as usual with you. Got it. Kill. Missing. Bound for hell in the witch's embrace. But to the witch, that hell is the golden land. Oh. Poor Beto not able to fucking deal with her life. Oh! Oh, I've got my execution button back over here. Coolio. I wasn't allowed this before. Oh, she's even got a portrait and she's read out already. Wait, hold on. Oh, look, I did. Hey. The quiet girl is always teased by everyone, but that's because they all love her very much. The trumpet is her specialty. Everyone skips to her lively tone. A weapon of the Chester sister of the Sisters Cavalry who serves Pendragon. Although 556 was a quiet girl who was always being teased, she was loved by everybody. However, luck was not on her side and she suffered a rude death in the battle with the Black Witch. She was a state-of-the-art weapon and added color to the Sisters Cavalry, which had been the strong flavor of an honor guard. 556 was in charge of the squad fire support. She shot not to kill, but to protect her allies. Ah, of course. Oh, fuck you. Really? I can't execute these ones? Add. Give me my execute button over here and I'm not even allowed to use it. Wait, what? Oh, killing her makes her into the Maria. That has some disturbing implications. Oh. Then which evolution for 1,000 years possesses a fathering magical power to grant endless evolution to the sea. However, that power is meaningless. The sea of zero is nothing but zeros, no matter how much you multiply. But once one was miraculously born to that sea, her world became infinite. When she was joined with the witch origins and mirage the system magic obtained endless expansion and infinite power. Interesting. Okay. Let's see this one bit. Good morning. As the story crosses into its second half, the tales told by the witch have been exhausted. All that remains now is to understand them. Perhaps new game masters can offer a fresh perspective. Wait, what? Data caching? What? What do you mean data caching? The fuck? Oh fuck, it's a cliff. Wait, I'm not in Shiru? Oh, I've had my fucking streams disabled this entire time. Oh no. I fucked up. Well, but that horrific revelation to myself that I have to fucking change all my stream names. Because I'm a massive fucking idiot. Thank you all for coming to tonight's fucking final live stream of Umineko. Oh, questions arc. God damn. I want more people to join in for the answers arc. So I will be making a video summary. Like, I'm going to spend the next week during the times I would normally be streaming this shit with me. During the next week when I would normally stream Umineko, I'm going to stream working on a fucking video. Kill me. I can't believe I'm doing that, but it's what I want to do because I know myself well enough to know that I'm not going to get it done otherwise. So I'm going to stream myself making a fucking shit video, admittedly, and I'm going to stream myself also editing together a shit video. And we're going to see how that goes. Hopefully, I don't fucking lose my mind trying to summarize this shit. 4 episodes. Summarized. I hope it's less than an hour. Anyway, thank you all again. This is the first time coming. I suggest you coming. I suggest you subscribe to the Geisha Mouse or wherever I'm streaming. If you have anything you'd like to leave a like, if you have any comment, leave a comment below. And as well, share the craziness around of Umineko with whoever you want. I suggest if you hate someone, doing it immediately is a good way to torture them. Anyway, thank you all again. Thank you all very, very much. And now I'm going to get up close. I'm going to get quiet. And I'm going to say goodbye.